Hello, I'm MC Toon, the worst rapper in the world. Today, oh, I've got the wrong name on here. We've got a flat Earth debate, and with Jason, and he's making noises and everything. All right, hold
my desk off a little bit.
All right, Jason, they can hear you now and see you now.
Excellent.
So, how are you doing there?
Doing pretty good. How about you?
I'm great. Just played a little. My kids played, and we all played Monopoly last night, and we finished it up today.
Actually, we're looking at getting a Monopoly set right now. And as you know, if you recently purchased one, holy moly, there's a bunch of them, right?
I don't know. So,
well, you don't know? There's like Star Wars,
Star
Trek.
Yeah, we got the Minnesota version of Monopoly.
Yeah, but cheese on it?
Cheese?
You got the Minnesota version?
Yeah.
What does it got a bunch of cheese on it?
That's Wisconsin.
You guys got cheese, don't you?
Well, of course, yes. But Wisconsin's the cheese state. Minnesota is, I don't know, Paul Bunyan. I don't. Snow.
Oh, I thought all north was all north to me is like just cheese paradise. So
yep, cheese.
Anyway,
yep.
So what are we doing here?
Well, this is going to be a flat Earth debate. But the Earth isn't flat. We've already got a question though from a viewer. From Alyssum says he won't be here, but is asking for a map. Got a map, he says.
Okay. There we
go. Don't cry. It's okay.
Map. Okay, a map. You guys keep asking for a map.
Well, yeah.
And you don't realize that. Oh, excuse me. My jams are. You don't realize that all airplanes use a flat Earth map to navigate.
Actually, so they don't. I have a map. Right here, I have a map. I have maps here that are not flat Earth map based.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Oh,
pilots pilots use a flat Earth map to plot their courses.
No, they don't. They use these here that are the Lambert.
They don't use globes.
It's the Lambert conformal conic.
So does ships.
Projection.
Ships, if you go out and you look at a ship, they plot their course using a Gleason's flat Earth map. That is how they plot it. They don't use what you're talking about.
Most nautical maps are not Gleason. They are a Mercator type projection.
Map. But we have the fact that you think you have a globe is because of a flat Earth has it been mapped out. The flat Earth was mapped out, and then in that map that they had was pretty accurate. They wrapped it around the globe. That's how you think a globe. That's how a globe has come to be.
How do you calculate distances between two separate?
Ask a pilot that because they look on a flat Earth map and they say this from this distance to this distance is all that matters. There is wind variables that calculate for gas and things like that. It's not a technical science to fly a plane like you think. There's all kinds of shit happening up there.
Wow.
Yeah.
But of course the map. So this map here,
monkey to fly the map of airplane, dude. It's not impossible.
This map.
But there's variables.
Hold on.
There's variables.
This map here, I got three parts to this map. Each leg of it is.
I understand. I know that map already. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, but the
when
audience,
you ask for a map,
the audience doesn't.
No, when you ask for a map, you get a map, and it's called a Gleason's flat Earth map. And pilots use it. That's the map I'm offering you. That's all we have as far as maps go.
None of these maps say Gleason on it. They all say.
It doesn't matter.
They say Lambert.
It doesn't matter. That's what pilots use.
They say Lambert conformal conic map.
It doesn't. Is that science? Do you think that's science?
Well, we're just asking for a map, and this map here doesn't lay
flat. And I just gave you one. That's the best I can do because I don't operate. I don't operate in optical illusions or simple observations. I operate with scientific experimentation.
All right. We got
is that what you guys consider science, or what you got behind you right there on that map? Is that science to you?
It was science that, was necessary to do.
No. Is it a scientific experiment that proves curvature?
No, can we get a couple other things here? We got Tommy Gronwald says in all caps, 20 Nokia dollars.
Navy SEALs use flat maps.
Which says
Don't worry about that though.
For some WD-40 for Jason's keyboard.
Classic. Hey, you know why I type in capital letters? This will be fun for everybody that's this crime. Can I send you something? Is there a way that I could do that here?
Yeah, you can.
Let me see if I can share. Let me see this.
Yeah, there's a chat. You can put in the chat, or you can send it in Discord if you prefer.
Yeah, give me a second. Let me see. Pictures. No. Download. No. Shit.
All right. Well, I'll let's see. We got while
see,
you're doing that,
know.
I'll read a couple of the things. We got John Watson says for £5 wanted to say that it's past his bedtime.
I wanted to tell you about the capital letters. There was a study done that they recommended that people shouldn't write in capital letters because it makes emotionally frail people nervous, triggers them.
Yeah,
I can have 100% decent conversations all day long with intelligent people that do not agree with me. I can talk to them all day long in capital letters. They do not see the letters. They understand what I'm doing. They understand this, and they don't bring it up because it's a fucking waste of time. Complete waste of time. Everybody that talks about capital letters all the time is just, it's a filter for me. I use it as a filter, and I also use it as a psychological social study that I'm conducting, and I'm starting taking notes, but there's like so many things that are repetitious with you people. And the capital letter crying is one of them. I can tell you that you hurt animals and you cry about the capital letters.
I don't care.
But the audience, man,
the audience cares.
Yeah, well, I mean, it comes with the territory. I understand what I'm doing.
And
I understand what I'm doing.
in all caps.
I'm fishing, and I caught stuff. What I'm looking for. It's a filter. I can catch good people, and I can catch Z-tards, what I call them.
But A. Watt says in all caps, don't let them get off maps. We'll come back to maps.
I'm not getting off maps. I gave you a map. Then we can end that because that's not science. I'm looking for scientific experimentation of curvature or motion.
Let's see. Sarcastic Barman. Do you know him? He said on the longest day of the year in the southern hemisphere, how can people in Australia, South Africa, and South America see the same stars?
See the same. Optical illusions. We do not talk about simple observations. We do not talk about simple observations. How do those people see? And how do these people see? How do they never can verify? We need to start talking about science. What you just mentioned just now is a simple observation, which is open for interpretation. You interpret it one way because you've seen too many fucking Hollywood movies. I interpret it one way because I've seen the Hollywood movies. And then I went, hey, there's also another way because I'm not so closed-minded. I can also switch my mind from there and look at this and see there. Oh, wow, that makes a lot of sense. I can switch my mind back to heliocentric. Oh, I can see I can see how they got fooled. And I can switch my mind back to flat Earth. You can't do that. If you switch your mind from ball Earth to flat Earth, all the people from ball Earth will do what you do and go, you're retarded, you're crazy, You can't even make your mind go like this and switch for a second. That's what's scary.
I can. Actually,
You really can? Yeah. You can envision a flat Earth. Can you envision that? Can you stop and think and imagine that for a second?
Yeah.
When you're looking at a star trail move and they're perfectly circular, can you imagine that for a second that those stars are in a fucking giant dome? Can you do that?
I can for a second, but then
you do it? Do it right now. Do you have a computer in front of you? Look up star trails and just try it for a second.
But it's on. I have it.
Yeah, look up a star trail time lapse, and I want you to try to make your mind.
Phone. Look at that.
Exactly. Well, I want you to look at a screen because you have to really get it in you. It's like a video game. You know that subway train where you can make the train switch directions with your mind? You ever seen that?
The subway train that you can switch directions with your mind.
Yeah, it's like a GIF or a GIF or whatever the fuck they're called. But it's like moving constantly this.
To be clear,
and you can change the direction with your mind.
In the the computer image realm. We've got the J sound for JPEG. It's already taken. So GIF has to be the hard G instead of the J sound, just because JPEG has already been squatting on that.
I say GIF, so I don't know.
So
I say GIF.
All the GIF people, that's peanut butter. It's not an image format.
That's what I thought.
So there we go.
That's what I thought. I'm just saying, I say GIF.
Sometimes you got to take a stand.
But do you know what I'm
talking about? I will take
about?
that stand.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
The image that you can look at and it changes directions with your mind.
You're on like a subway station.
Oh yeah,
loading area.
I've seen that. Yeah,
come on now. There you go. There you go. And you've seen it, and you can go, I want it to go this way, and then you go, I want it to go this way, and you can do it. You can do it, right?
When I was in London, actually, I was in the subway, and I'm like, I want to go the other direction, and the train just did. Totally not making that up at all.
Okay, I mean, do you know what I'm talking about or not, man?
I do. I have seen that one.
Okay, somebody out there knows what I'm talking about. Can you look at star trails and imagine that they're in the firmament? Do you have that much control over your own mind?
Yeah.
Let's see it. I want to see you do it right now.
You want to see me imagine it? All right, hold on.
No, I want you to watch it and just check it out. Just be like, I want to witness that you can see that and think that you're on a flat and stationary Earth. For a second.
Until I bring your, so you're saying like the stars are embedded in the
yes sir
firmament?
Just like it's a giant glass bowl. Imagine a giant glass solid bowl.
But why are they moving?
And the stars are in it, right?
But why are they moving? Like when I embed something in something, it doesn't move.
Right. There's other things that we can't verify. But I just want to, this is not even an experiment. This is just see if you can do it. See, can you make the train switch directions?
I did for a bit, but then I'm like, but if they're embedded in there, then why do they move over time?
The whole thing's moving.
No. But I mean, not rotating in a circle. I mean, like from time to time, the orientation, the relative distances between different stars, they shift over time.
Give me 1 second.
One. Jason McCormick, you missed Sam Hancock. What were you doing? You should have been here and 3 hours ago. Jason McCormick. Jason's a concave earther like Sam. I don't know why though the concavers don't get along well. Jason, do you get along with Sam Hancock? He's in the chat, people, in case you're wondering. Jason McCormick is a concaver in the chat. He used to be here every week, but now it's been a while, so I've missed him. So, let's see. He says he's been gone for almost a year. But what do you think about Sam Hancock?
My wife took the salad bowl. We had just got a giant salad bowl, and it would have been perfect for this example.
Oh.
It's a giant salad bowl, okay? I know it sounds wacky to you, whatever. You can't fucking imagine
it. It could be a giant salad bowl.
Yeah, it's your heliocentric wins everything. But anyway,
the problem,
there's a glass bowl,
there's too many
and
problems.
There's spots of light in it. This is what we know for a fact, okay?
Okay.
Well, not a fact. Yeah, it says, like you said, it is an optical illusion, right?
Yeah.
It is a simple observation, right? We don't know that for a fact, right? What I just said, we don't know for a fact because we only have simple observation.
We don't know for a fact that there's a salad bowl in the sky. We can agree on that.
Oh, wow. Wow. Did you think, people, you people think there's a planet made out of weed?
I don't think that.
So don't talk shit. Don't talk shit, bro. Y'all people think that you just proved scientifically that there's alternate universes and we got scientific evidence. So don't talk shit about what people believe. You believe wacky shit. So don't talk crazy, dude.
I don't know why you think. I don't think.
But listen. You want to explain it?
It's only those Canadians and people from the Netherlands that think that there's a planet made of weed. Okay.
Okay, no. NASA released that shit, bro. Get it right. NASA released that garbage.
I don't think so.
And there's a diamond planet, and there's the planets that rain diamonds and and recently there was an asteroid that flew by that was worth trillion dollars or full fucking were gold, and it's so stupid. We had an asteroid that might have killed us on on Super Bowl Sunday last Super Bowl. It's just ridiculous.
Did the Super Bowl happen already?
Huh?
Did the Super Bowl happen already?
Whatever that last. There was a fucking asteroid that was coming on Super Bowl Sunday, and it's like the president. It's fucking ridiculous. Presidency and all kinds of shit.
People are getting excited about the weed planet, man. You're gonna need to like give them a link to it, because I think everybody there's a few people that are wanting to hop on a spaceship right now.
Yeah, I know. You people all want to hop on a spaceship mentally, man, because the world's fucked.
Okay. So
they got no more questions for me. You want to talk about maps some more?
A Watt says a planet made of weed is more believable than flat Earth.
Yeah. More believable than your senses. That's crazy.
All right. Let's see. Yeah, well, we do have some other questions. We got John Watson for £5 says, how come merchant ships use gyro compasses to navigate?
This is that laser. Okay, when you guys use Netflix as your evidence,
there's no lasers in a gyro compass.
I know, but yeah, exactly. But let me explain this, and then that will explain that. When you people go, Netflix.
Netflix didn't mention anything about a gyro compass.
Okay, I'm saying what I'm explaining, and what I'm explaining will explain the gyro.
Gyro compass, not fiber optic gyroscope. Gyro compass.
Exactly. This is predated, so it covers everything.
Okay.
When you bring up Netflix as your evidence, that is you saying a lasering gyroscope,
which I did not do.
I know you didn't.
Okay.
Everybody in the comments does.
Okay.
And I'm explaining it to you. You want to know what happened here?
Go right ahead.
Lasering gyroscopes were created for airplanes and ships. They're made to measure perfect level. They're not made to measure drift. They're not measured to make anything.
Needed.
The only thing they're measured is perfect flat. If you have a, I don't want to do that simple. If you have a flat gyro, if you have one that's drifting 15 degrees and you're in an airplane, bro, you're doing circles in the ocean. What they did on Netflix was a fucking TV show, man.
Where did you get the information? Wait, but where did you? How do I get information? That's literally what they're fucking made for. Laser ring gyroscopes are made for airplanes, so that they tell you what's perfectly flat. How do they do that?
That is super fucking necessary.
How do they do that?
How do they do that? It spins, and there's fucking lasers that register on fucking readers on the opposite side. It's made with a gyroscope, and it has a motor.
They don't spin.
It's a giant one on a ship's, and they swing in a pendulum because of the ocean. Cow.
You can't be serious. You like,
what about, dude?
You just conflated a pendulum, like a Foucault pendulum, with a gyro compass and an optical gyroscope. So it seems you should.
I didn't conflate anything. They use these equipment in the ships that I was in. What are you talking about? In the helicopters that I flew every day, they use these equipment. What are you talking about?
I don't think you know the difference between a gyro compass and a fiber optic gyroscope.
Doesn't matter. I'm telling you, fuck all that. I'm telling you what Netflix, your bullshit Netflix.
I did not bring up.
Okay. What do you want to know about your same thing but older equipment?
So he's asking about a gyro compass. Sorry, so let me explain what a gyro compass is.
Is a fucking gyroscope and a compass put together. You understand?
That's wrong.
Oh my God. And then they made an electric one, and it has it's a fucking laser ring gyroscope. That is the future of what you're talking about.
They're very different things.
No, they're not. How many ships have you been on, dude?
It doesn't matter. I know.
No, I'm just asking.
I know what a gyro compass is.
Yeah, explain it then.
Oh my gosh. A gyro compass is a physical device that spins very quickly.
I know it's a physical device. What the fuck does that mean?
I'm explaining. It spins very quickly.
Yeah, it's a physical device. Don't fucking talk big. If you understand something completely, then you can explain it simply.
Well,
explain it simply, please.
I can't explain it if you
physically. Of course, it's fucking physical, dude. Jesus Christ.
If you're interrupting me, I can't explain it.
I know. I'm interrupting you because you're talking goober shit, dude. Just explain it simple.
All right. It's got a weight that spins, a mass that spins fast.
Yes.
And because of precession, when the Earth rotates, it causes it to orient itself north and south.
You're fucking no. The Earth orientates itself? Absolutely not. The fucking
explain how it works then, I guess.
The compass part of it points north. The gyro part of it has the weight, just like you said, and it is spun, and it's very heavy. It spins for a very long time, and it keeps very steady. When rocking in the water, they have to put this on a pendulum, a multi-axis pendulum, so it floats in the air like this, so it maintains level.
Sorry, that's not how it actually works. It
is.
relies on gyroscopic precession.
Look it up, Dingleberry. Spent 12 years in the fucking ocean. Look it up.
I did. In
fact,
look it up, dude. And I think
you're wrong.
I told you this.
Dude, an electromagnet or electrogyroscope is the same fucking contraption, but with a little electric motor on it, and it's separated from everything, and it's powered by little 2 contactors over here, so that it doesn't have any interference, so that it can move freely on its axis.
That's different than a gyro compass.
No, it's not. It's the same fucking thing. It has a compass on top of it.
So
insane. Okay, well, can we talk about science? Do you guys have any scientific evidence of curvature or motion?
Of course.
Go ahead, name it. What's the name of it?
The curvature or motion. Well, let's go with motion. Of the rotating Earth. Hold on.
Yep.
I have a convenient website for it.
Excellent. Then why is everything you believe in theoretical still?
So, all right. There's that, and I'll share it to you so you see it. I have
trapping Japan.
I have where'd it go? There you go. I have 15 measurements of rotation on my website, mc2.net/spin.
Yeah. Is that procured from a scientific experiment deliberately meant to fucking test?
Absolutely.
Rotation? Okay, let's see.
How to detect the Chandler and annual wobble of the Earth with a ring laser gyroscope. Right there.
What is that for again? What is that?
That is to detect the Chandler.
No. What is a large ring laser gyroscope for? What did I just explain that was for?
That is to measure rotation. That uses the Sagnac effect to measure rotation.
Doesn't measure rotation. It doesn't measure rotation. What it measures is absolute flat.
Well, you disagree.
Look it up, man. Put that on your fucking computer right now. Put a laser ring gyroscope right now. Optical bullshit. What did that say just now? Is that optical what? Optical. Another fucking simple observation.
This is I mean,
you just went to it. I didn't see it, dude. Put up a fucking laser ring gyroscope.
I'm reading the abstract from that particular study here. Right?
Study, not a scientific experiment.
Well, I'm just using the word study, but it
I know. I'm using the word scientific and experiment. So those are 2 different words. It's not one word like
the Earth
scientific
rotation data. From the International Earth Rotation and Reference System Service.
Look up what you just said.
So if you want now, we can actually...
I actually just want you to look up laser ring gyroscope.
Right there. And here is
kind of interesting that you don't want to look that up. Yeah, I know. I don't care about a study. I want a fucking scientific experiment.
That's what this is.
I can come up with a scientific experiment that proves curvature.
But that doesn't make it stop being an experiment just because you don't like it. But
yeah, it doesn't. No, it's just because it's scientific and it doesn't adhere at all to any kind of method of science.
Right, here's another one. I like this one.
That's why your shit's called theory, man.
So here is the detection of Earth rotation with a diamagnetically levitating gyroscope. So here they used an actual Gyroscope. They
Another
used
gyroscope.
They used a
that is not science, dude.
Just
that is
saying
you witnessing a thing
just saying
spinning
it
around.
isn't science doesn't stop it from being science. It's still science. Just because you don't like it, it's still science.
What's your curvature? What's your curvature experiments? That's not it. That's not science at all. That's not science at all.
Hold on. ADHD is. Calm your ADHD. We're talking about rotation right now, dude. Okay?
I don't have ADHD. I have fucking impatience with bullshit. This is not science.
How's just denying that it's science makes it not science? Is it?
And this isn't just words. What are we talking about here?
Is it everything that you don't like is fake? Is that how it works?
No, it's not science.
How is it not science?
It's just a gyroscope, dude. It's just a gyroscope. Gyroscopes, they spin. If they don't have an electric motor on them, they stop spinning. There's nothing about it that's science, dude.
But here they
witnessing
measure.
That doesn't make you science.
And
reading a paper about witnessing that doesn't make it science either.
They measured the Earth rotation using a 2-centimeter diameter plastic ball suspended in a magnetic field. It's right on my website. You can go read the scientific experiment if you want.
Scientificdirect.com. Do you consider that place a variable?
ScienceDirect.com.
Yes. Do you consider that very reliable?
Yes, it is. It's a good.
Good, because I have
journal.
some stuff from there.
It's a good.
Good.
Journal.
I have some stuff that I'm good. Good.
Here's another one. This was
good.
published in Nature, which is a pretty respectable journal. Detection of Earth's rotation using superfluid phase coherence.
Hey, respectable by whose standards? Everybody that that watches The View. The people that watch Fox News, whose standards?
I don't think that's it at all. So all right, so
whose standards?
So
you said standards and stuff like that. There's a lot of these wordings like this.
Listen up here, Jason. Here's what they did. They built a this has got a great. I'll open.
That's not science, dude.
Of course it is. Just because you don't like it.
I can destruct it anytime. Right. I can deconstruct that science experiment. None of it's in a vacuum chamber. One thing, I guarantee it's never in a vacuum chamber.
This doesn't need to be in a vacuum chamber. What they did.
Yes, every fucking experiment needs to be in a very controlled environment.
So listen up. If you listen, you'll learn. If you listen, you'll learn. So this
don't want to listen to your bullshit because it's not science.
They used superfluid helium-4. Now, do you know what that is?
Oh, wow. They used something.
They used superfluid helium-4. They put it in this tour right here, and it's got a small on the right side. You can see that.
That's a cartoon. Do you have any pictures of it?
This is a drawing.
I don't accept cartoons. No, that's a cartoon. I don't accept cartoons. Do you have a picture of it? That's not a reasonable request. That's not a reasonable request.
Okay, Jason.
You laugh at that?
Yeah, I'm
Seriously,
laughing.
I want a fucking picture of it, dude.
I'm laughing at you because I'm trying to explain this to you.
I asked you if you had something other than this cartoon.
You're too rude to listen.
What is funny about that?
Listen, Jason. Listen.
No, you listen. What is funny about that?
It's a
What is funny about asking for pictures?
Because I'm not there yet, Jason. I'm explaining.
Okay, so that's what you say, and you don't say this is fucking cartoon.
Here's what you say. When somebody else is talking, you let them talk.
I don't want to talk about this. It's a waste of time.
Because it's not scientific. Because it contradicts your fantasy world? No, I understand.
It's not scientific. You know how I know you don't have anything that's scientific? Because you have to refer to everything you believe in as theoretical concept.
When did I say that?
No, you don't have to say that. That's your fucking religion. Your religion. Straw man. What does that mean?
All right. So here's the deal.
Everything you believe is theoretical.
All right. Here's the deal. Can't hear you talking right now. Here's the deal, Jason. They used a toroid. They put superfluid helium in the toroid. Superfluid helium does not have any viscosity. They don't need. So that's what you think is necessary for a vacuum for everything, right? So it has no viscosity, so it doesn't stick to anything. So they put this helium inside there, and they have a little membrane on the one side so that they can measure as the stuff flows through it, as the helium flows through it. Then they just let it sit there, and since it has no viscosity, any rotation would be measured. And it sat there, affixed to the surface of the Earth, and it did not get moved. but yet there was still rotation being measured. Okay, so now that I've explained it to you, I'll turn you back up so people can hear you talk. So, are you listening now?
I wasn't.
You weren't listening?
No, I'm waiting for the picture.
It's just pictures with you, is it? So
I don't know if there's actual pictures.
Yeah, I don't know.
Have you ever been asked to present an actual picture?
No, they don't have any actual pictures in this particular publication.
Oh, they never do.
So, well, they sometimes do.
No, they never do. Okay, how about curvature? What is your curvatures?
Here's something with pictures I prepped for you.
Holy moly, some pictures.
Yeah.
Where's your curvature?
Curvature.
Evidence?
That would be MC2.
Are we going to talk about boats now?
.net/R.
Is that boat going over the curvature?
Straw man. I'm not talking about boats. I'm talking about measurements of the radius.
Is the sun going over the curvature?
So here we have the figure of the Earth and isostasy from measurements in the United States, published in 1909.
Measurements.
Yep, from measurements. You don't.
Yeah, measurements, dude.
Yeah, you don't like.
That's not scientific experimentation.
Well,
if it was a figure of the Earth's curvature at 8 inches squared per mile, yeah, exact numbers, blah, 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 per mile, scientific experiment named blah, 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 conducted by Sir whoever the fuck Mason, that's how it's supposed to sound, not measurements.
So you don't like measurements?
Measurement. I didn't ask for measurements. Yeah. I asked for scientific experimentation.
Here's the deal.
Very specifically.
If I'm gonna wonder, what is the diameter of this mug? I would measure it right here.
Yep, verifiable
3 inches.
too.
3 inches.
Verifiable. Yep.
Right. You don't need a scientific experiment to find out the diameter of this mug. You just measure it. So you don't need a scientific experiment to measure the shape of the Earth. You just measure it.
But if I wanted to scientifically prove that that cup was that particular diameter,
how would you prove that?
I don't know.
I know you don't know because science doesn't.
I want to talk about
science
Cavendish.
Doesn't prove things.
I want to talk about Cavendish. I want to talk about Eratosthenes. I want to explain to you people what's wrong with your theories.
No, but you only are allowed to use pictures by your own standard of evidence, though, Jason.
These simple cartoons is the best. I want to explain why you people
don't allow that by your own standard of evidence.
See light under the clouds.
Jason,
I want to explain that.
Your own standard of evidence doesn't allow that.
You're just going to talk shit.
No, but you've already rejected anything that's not an actual picture. So you don't.
No, because all you people deal with is optical illusions.
But
gyroscopes, man, gyroscopes. Watching a gyroscope is not scientific.
Well,
okay,
says you who are not the arbiter of science.
Watching a gyroscope die is not scientific.
But you're not the arbiter of science.
If you had an electromagnetic gyroscope, like you said, and you turned it on, it would measure the degree drift, 15-degree drift. You don't ever have that. A gyroscope will stay steady as fuck forever, infinity. If you power it up.
They actually don't. They actually do measure.
Let me ask you. No. Let me ask you a question, and it's gonna make you look like a fucking fool. If you power up a gyroscope, will it move?
Well, I guess if you pick it up yourself and move it around.
Say it.
But
if
you have it resting on a table or in the airplane,
if you power up a gyroscope with an electric motor,
a spinning gyroscope. Okay.
Hey, dude, they all spin, you fucking turd.
No, they don't.
Golly, dude. Oh my god.
Optical gyroscopes do not.
Oh, are you fucking serious? Oh
I think you don't know what an optical gyroscope is.
Some doesn't spin.
Optical gyroscopes
these particular ones will spin forever. Look, with a motor at the bottom.
Optical gyroscopes don't have spinning parts.
What?
Optical gyroscopes do not have spinning parts.
I was talking about a fucking electric powered gyroscope, dude. That's what I said. Keep up, man. Keep up. Fucking keep up. I want to talk about why you people think Bedford level is right when it's actually completely wrong. You can verify with your own fucking eyes with binoculars.
But only pictures are allowed for your evidence.
About you're actually the only way actual science experiment would be
actual photographs
in a scientific environment.
Your own standard of evidence, though. All right, you have to stick to your own standard of evidence.
My standard of evidence is what science is asking for, man. You got to eliminate possibilities of interference when you're doing a scientific experiment, right?
Yeah, of course you do.
Exactly. So why do you think it's cute to do it in a horse barn in a classroom?
I never brought that up, did I?
I brought it up. Why do you think it's cute to do Cavendish in a horse barn and in a dusty-ass classroom?
I don't know why you need to bring up something I didn't bring up. So if you're trying to debunk that and I didn't bring it up, I don't care. It's not my point.
Hey, let me ask you. I got some notes here. So, if you're not a scientist, your thoughts are invalid. Is that true for you?
No.
Okay. Can you be smarter than a scientist? You yourself, are you smarter than the dumbest scientist?
I don't know what you're getting at there, but
I just asked you a question. It's very simple.
There's certainly ranges of intelligence for scientists.
Yeah, I know there is, but it's a simple yes or no. Are you more intelligent than the dumbest scientist?
Yeah, I can be. I think safely say that.
Okay, so
because this guy Lackey, Professor Lackey, was a scientist until he lost his brain. He lost it completely. I interviewed.
He didn't lose his brain. He's just he's misguided and drugged.
I don't know what it is.
Everybody is. Everybody is.
All right. So go ahead with your science. And remember, your standard of evidence only allows photographs. Go ahead.
How many people do you reckon are infected with parasitic worms on this earth?
I don't know, but that's not...
Just asking while I'm getting ready for this. 7 billion is the answer. 7 billion.
Okay.
Here, let me get it.
Okay. Get to it.
This is Eratosthenes. This is what you think is happening. The sun, and it's coming in straight like that, and it's hitting the ground, and you're measuring the shadow. Agreed?
Okay.
It's not flat to you, but this is what the sun is doing in the rays of light, correct?
Approximately.
Yeah,
but hold on. That's not a photograph. It's not allowed by your standard of evidence.
Well, I'm making sure it's okay with you. That's what I'm doing.
No. It's not. You need to be consistent. If you don't allow anything that I have, unless there's a photograph, you don't get to use anything I'm just saying, of yours. Is this
what's happening or not?
Unless there's a photograph. Show me the photo. Show me the photograph.
It's very not good what you're
Show
doing
me the
right
photograph,
now.
not the crayon drawing, please.
Okay. It seems to work on you guys pretty good. Anyway, this is what you think's happening. The light ray is coming in straight.
Photograph. Where's the photograph?
And you're not
your own standard. Where's the photograph? Where's the photograph?
There is no photograph.
Okay,
man.
So you don't have any evidence of your own.
There's no photograph. There's
by
nothing.
Your own standard of evidence, you reject your own.
By my own standard of evidence, your shit failed
claim.
again because you don't have evidence of your shit again.
Of course I do.
That's what you're saying.
But
you know how ignorant that sounds?
I'm just saying, you are rejecting.
The light ray comes in directly,
you
right?
have pre-rejected your own evidence.
Giving you a false reading
you
here.
only allow
what happens is the sun rays actually come in and hit the atmosphere and bend right there. And then when you measure it over here, it's giving you a false reading.
But which way does light
this is hundreds of miles of refracting water in the air.
Jason, which way does light bend when it bends from one?
It bends up or down. But I'm just showing you it bends.
When it goes from one index of refraction to another index of refraction, which way does it bend?
It doesn't matter. It's giving you a false reading here.
But which way does it bend?
Because I didn't want to hit my picture.
Which way does it bend?
It bends up. I didn't want to do that because I wanted to hit my picture, guy. Oh,
does it bend toward the higher index of refraction or away from the higher index of refraction?
Not sure. Not sure. It does bend it though, doesn't it?
Which way?
Does it bend it? Yes or no?
Of course it does. Which way does it bend?
Okay. Did you account for this bend at all?
Yes.
In the Eratosthenes equation? No. Wrong.
When I did
wrong,
it,
wrong,
I did absolutely take it into account.
No, you did not. You're not Eratosthenes, you fucking goon.
I measured it myself.
And then he told you that it
No.
renders a 25,000 foot fucking circumference.
I didn't use his numbers.
25.
I used my numbers.
Mile circumference ball. That's what you right
Jason,
now equate. That's what you now use to equate the theory of fucking gravity. That's what he said. This is why he said it.
Eratosthenes wasn't talking about gravity. He was talking about the circumference of the Earth.
No, he wasn't talking. He's talking about the curvature, which matters when you're talking about the equation.
He was talking about the circumference is what he specifically measured. But here's the thing, Jason. Your picture has light bending the wrong direction.
You know why he's got a ball circumference? Because he left out this curvature effect.
But when I did it,
yes or no? What did you do? You accounted for all the atmosphere?
I did.
How did you fucking know how much atmosphere is in the air? That's amazing.
There are lookup tables.
There's a lookup table, and that's precise to you?
Yes.
That's scientific to you?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
So here's the thing I think that you're missing is that everything has a margin of error. Everything.
No, it doesn't. Science does not. Science is black and white. And that's why you eliminate. Why you eliminate.
You just redefined science. You just redefined.
No, it's
science.
not. You people have been redefining science because you watch too much fucking Iron Man and Green Lantern. You have Iron Man fucking saying theory of this and theory of that, and it works out for him, and you think that shit's fucking real.
So here's the deal. Here's the deal. When I measure the radius of this mug, what's the radius of this mug? It's about 3 inches. But I could be a little better than that. It's more than that. It's 3 inches and an eighth. Right? But you know what? I can do better than that. It's between an eighth and a 16th. You do
not account for it. This is every diagram ever. It shows light rays going directly to the Earth.
Here's the deal, Jason.
Show me a Eratosthenes diagram right now. And I bet you every fucking dime in the chats that the light rays are straight.
Jason, listen. Jason. You need to understand margin of error, which you think doesn't happen in science, but it absolutely happens. There is no such thing as a perfect measurement.
Yes,
right. I said the radius. Well, what is the perfect?
You try to get the closest to it. You don't just fucking allow it to happen.
There you go. You do your best, but even when you do your best, there's still a margin of error.
No, you don't do your best. You do it in a dusty ass classroom. You do it in a horse barn, and you say it's okay.
Here's the deal.
No, you don't do your best.
This only has marks at 1/16 of an inch. That means that the best I can do with this device is 1/32 of an inch. That's my margin of error.
You got a terrible device though. So I can go down smaller than that. A machinist can go way down.
You can, but even a machinist has a margin of error. You never get away from the margin of error.
So not scientific. Machining is not scientific. I didn't claim it to be.
When you measure something, and you do that in science, every measurement has a margin of error. So here's the deal. When Eratosthenes or when somebody does it themselves, like I did.
Hundreds of fucking miles of atmosphere. Get out of my face, dude. Talking about the atmospheric refraction on Bedford level is minute. Talking about hundreds of fucking miles of atmosphere. Thousands miles of atmosphere.
Show how you calculated that then. Go ahead. Use your paper there.
I ain't calculate nothing because I don't have any idea how much water is in the air. I don't have any idea how much dust is in the air, and neither do you. Neither do you. That's why it's not scientific. You don't have a controlled environment for this test.
Yeah. So here's what happens when you lack controls. Then that increases your margin of error. So if you don't
That's what we're not wanting.
Exactly.
Not science.
It's still science. It just increases the margin of error. It's
unproven science, and you need to account, and you need to get that fucking equation dealt with or equated. You didn't do either one. You didn't equate for this shit, and you didn't.
Jason, listen, calm down. You never get You never
fucking
get a
atmosphere.
margin of error.
If you did, you would have got a different reading than
You
Eratosthenes.
never
because
get.
He didn't.
Listen.
So who's wrong? You or Eratosthenes?
You're wrong. You never get a margin of error of
You're
0.
saying you accounted for the atmosphere.
I did.
You
yes.
accounted for the atmosphere, and you got a reading. That's what you fucking said.
Yes.
Eratosthenes did not, and he got a reading. You're saying you're better. You're better.
My measurement.
And you got a different reading.
My measurement had a smaller margin of error than. Listen. My margin of error was smaller than Eratosthenes' margin of error, but there's still a margin of error.
Did you get the same reading?
Did we get the same reading? Within the margin of error, we both got the same reading.
What's the margin of error? Thousands of miles of fucking missing curvature that is in the fucking light rays in the sky?
No. Because here's the thing.
No, dude, nothing like that. No. Fuck, are you kidding me, dude? Are you fucking kidding me right now?
Show me your picture again.
You don't account for the curvature. Dude, there's a fucking rainbow. Rainbows curve a ton there.
Show me your picture again.
If you're measuring light rays and it fucking goes through atmosphere that bends it, and then you go, oh, I don't want to fucking measure the thing that's
Show me your picture again there, Jason.
Pseudoscience bullshit,
Show me your picture again there, Jason. Let's talk about refraction so we get it correct.
I don't like this music. Hold on.
Get your measure. Your drawing back up there.
Let me get my drawing back up.
Let's see it again. All right.
Yes.
All right.
Wrong
so now,
direction,
which way?
My thing because I drew this first.
Which way will the light bend?
I don't know.
The opposite direction. You drew it the wrong way.
Yes, depending on it bends a lot though.
It bends
a lot.
It bends a small amount.
How do you thousands of miles of atmosphere and rainbows bend?
Yes.
Rainbows bend that much?
Yes. Yeah. Rainbows don't bend because of refraction like that. That's not what causes rainbows to bend.
Did you just say rainbows don't bend because of refraction?
Not that type of refraction. So yeah.
It's the same refraction. No. That's the same refraction.
No.
What are you talking about? It's light going through water.
It's like you understand nothing.
Giggle about it, dude. You literally just said that the atmospheric water doesn't bend light. Is that what you're saying?
Rainbows are not curved because of
refracting light. Say it.
That's not why they're curved. Oh my gosh!
You're trying to make a mountain. You're trying to make a mountain out of a molehill here, huh, buddy? Are we bending here or not?
Rainbows are not curved.
Hey, are we bending here or not? Hey, are we bending here or not?
Oh, hold on a second. I need it.
Oh, please, dude. Really? Yeah, salute for your acting, dude.
Do you know that rainbows are circles?
Yes.
Oh, good. Okay. Whew. That's good. All right.
Do you know that atmosphere bends light?
Yes, of course it does. Now, your drawing shows me that you do not understand it because you drew it the wrong direction.
I drew it, dude. I hit this, you fucking goon. God,
you drew it the wrong direction, which tells me that you don't know which way it actually bends. Because if
does it give you a wrong reading? Does it give you a wrong reading?
It's a variable that can be controlled.
Do you account for this atmosphere?
Yes.
You just said you did.
Yes.
Why would you do that? Why would you do that?
Because I wanted to have a smaller margin of error.
Because it fucking bends the light.
Yes, exactly.
Dude. I can't get nothing out of you. Okay.
So when you're doing things, you want to control the conflating variables.
Fucking loser. This bend right here that gives you 25,000 miles is because you don't account for the atmosphere.
I did, and I'm telling you, I did account for it. But here's the deal.
Yeah, exactly. Shitting on Eratosthenes.
Not at all.
Every single model that you've ever seen, because the light rays go in, they don't account.
Here's what you missed, Jason.
Oh, here's what you missed.
The amount of change when it's above 15 degrees above the horizon is exceedingly small, but it does raise the elevation.
Say that again. Say it again so I understand it.
I could get some crayons and
get some crayons so I can understand it. Please get some crayons because we're going to refer to that shit in a minute. Go ahead and say it again.
Vishanti says, I didn't know Fred Durst was a flurf.
Keep rolling. I'm putting it on now. What?
Oh my gosh. Well said, Vishanti.
So let's go. Let's go.
All right.
Back on task, buddy.
All right. So I sent you a few days ago the Nautical ephemeris.
No.
We're Nautical ephemeris. It has lookup tables.
No. We're talking about Eratosthenes. That's where it starts.
Yes.
No.
There are lookup tables to adjust for the elevation of celestial objects like the sun, based on refraction.
Excellent. Eratosthenes didn't do that.
Yeah, and here's the deal.
Game over. That is the end of the fucking game.
That's not game over.
Eratosthenes didn't do that. That is the equation. This is the fucking thing you think you're on. Eratosthenes didn't do that.
Oh, here's what happens.
What the fuck is wrong with you, man? It bent the light. He didn't do it.
It increases the margin of error.
When I did it, calculations of this into the fucking equation of this, it turns into a flat and stationary Earth.
Oh,
man.
Well, show it.
Dude, Carl Sagan fucking said it.
No, show it.
Carl Sagan said it.
You made the claim. Show it.
And he also said that
you made the claim. Show it.
Wrong. He needed 3 wells instead of 2.
You made the claim. Show it.
Look it up.
Go ahead. No. It's on you, not me, to support your claim. Go ahead.
I can't. I don't have.
I know you can't because you don't understand what it is you're talking about.
Fucking, you want me to go look it up? Okay, let me say it. Carl fucking Sagan. I was going to put some Limp Bizkit on, but now I got to put Carl Sagan talking about fucking.
I like this. Remind him he's presenting the fallacy of stolen concept. For his argument to work, there needs to be space, and the sun needs to be far. So here's your actual task, Jason, is to show how the measurement of the angle of the elevation of the sun matches your fantasy model.
What?
It's not on me to show that it matches your model. It's on
you to show
that it matches your model.
Everybody knew the Earth is flat and stationary. Your theoretical concept was pushed on people by religion, and now people believe this shit, and you haven't had one scientific experiment to prove otherwise.
But I showed you a scientific experiment already.
You want to talk about it if you want to prove this shit. I have a scientific experiment.
You rejected it just because it didn't have a photograph.
Science rejected
it. And then
that's why
you didn't show a photograph to support your claim.
You're in a theater, dude. It's theoretical.
Yeah, but you just have a lot of nothing.
You're in a theater. It's theoretical.
So I'm still waiting for you to show your standard of evidence, which is photographs only.
My standard of evidence is that you have to have a controlled environment, maximum amount.
And what's the allowed margin of error?
0.
Okay, show me your experiment with 0 margin of error. Oh, wait, the floor is yours.
Floor is mine, always.
Your experiment with 0 margin of error. People, strap in. This will be the first time ever.
This is a 48-inch pipe. You understand?
Did you do this?
This is a 48-inch pipe. Do you understand?
No, that's a piece of paper with a drawing on it, and it's a poor quality drawing. Did you actually do this? And is this a representation of something you've already done, or is this just an idea you have that you've not done?
Something that you people should have done 2,000 years ago.
Okay, so let's move on to something you did.
Okay. You said
some other
mine, and you're interrupting me. How fucking rude!
No, you're going to show the experiment that you did, or somebody that you trust.
I'm showing the experiment that you people should have done already.
It's not on me. It's on you to support your claim.
Your shit's theoretical. It's theoretical. It's theatrical.
Man Devil's wondering if you have any sick ass flat Earth raps to lay on us.
Yeah, I do. Listen to this one. Let me put some fucking.
Man Devil, don't ask that.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So we never got past John Watson's question: how come merchant ships use gyro compasses to navigate? What? John?
6 miles long.
Yeah, but you didn't do that. So you said the allowed margin.
The atmosphere. Yeah.
All right, hold on. Yeah. All right, nobody can hear you. Turn off the music. I don't want that music in the background. Okay. So I want to see your
suck out the air as
0
right here.
No, I want to see your 0 margin of error measurement.
0.
This isn't your 0 margin. This didn't happen.
Put hydrogen, like you said, or whoever said it. This didn't
happen.
It didn't happen. It should have happened.
I don't care.
2,000 years ago, dude.
You were convinced.
If you're right, if your theoretical concepts are correct, this is the scientific experiment that would have proven the curvature.
There are plenty of others have been measured, but here's the deal: you will only accept your standard of evidence is a zero margin of error measurement.
In measuring with fucking tape measures.
So where
you think
is
that shit
Jason,
telling you there's a curve, and it's not scientific. This would tell you that it's a curve scientifically.
Where is the experiment with zero margin of error that you accepted?
I just fucking told you where it's at. In your imagination. How come Einstein? How can Albert Einstein do?
All right, nobody can hear you. It's time for you to listen. Okay, you think that the Earth is flat. You will only allow pictures for any experiment, photographs. You will only allow measurements with zero margin of error. So you have already come to the conclusion that the Earth is flat based on your standard of evidence. So where is the experiment matching your standard of evidence that convinced you that the Earth is flat? Now that's a tube that you did not use, that nobody used, that nobody created. It doesn't exist. It didn't happen. So if you are thinking that the Earth is flat, there must be something by your standard of evidence that convinced you that the Earth is flat. If you don't have anything matching your standard of evidence that the Earth is flat, then you are a hypocrite, and you need to stop that. You need to start being honest and use the standard of evidence that you used to accept that the Earth is flat for all things, and then show us what experiment you used, right, that matched your standard of evidence that you'll accept that the Earth is flat. So here we go. Your turn to present your evidence. And that right there, everybody, is how a flat earther proves the Earth is flat, by not presenting evidence. They don't have evidence. They have an idea, a rough idea. They know how to deny evidence from that contradicts them, and they won't accept anything that contradicts them. They have nothing to support their belief system that the Earth is flat. It is just a belief system because they have no evidence matching their standard of evidence to do that, right? So I show measurements with a very small margin of error. He rejects it because there is a margin of error. He refuses to show something that he did that has the zero margin of error that he requires for himself. So Jason, people can hear you now. They can hear that you're not presenting evidence.
Fucking censoring shit.
And I will if you're going to be inconsistent in your standard of evidence.
I can tell you every fucking thing that you ask all the time. People constantly ask.
You have nothing though.
Questions,
because
man. But now you're all quiet. Where's the questions in the comments?
I need your standard of evidence showing the Earth is flat. Where is it? The zero margin of error.
You see light on the bottom side of a cloud. That's your standard of evidence.
I'm sorry. I didn't bring that up today. So
you don't think
I'm expecting that you will show flat Earth proof using your standard of evidence.
Yeah, you don't believe that? You don't believe that you can see clouds on the bottom? You can see the sunshine on the bottom?
That's a fantastic flat Earth disproof.
It is. That's what you think, right?
Yeah, and you have no explanation for it.
No, that's not a
zero
disproof.
standard
that's a proof
with
of
your zero
the only thing you have.
Your zero margin of error.
See this right here? The light hits the ground. Generally, when you see these pictures, they're by water or snow.
Well, but no.
And look, they're right here.
Sorry, they're not.
It's a thick cloud. It's a thick cloud, so the light rays don't get down. It's dark.
Works, actually.
It actually is. That's exactly how it works. This is what you think happens. This is actually what happens.
And if you're in an airplane, how can you look down to see the sun?
Nobody looks down to see the horizon.
Of course they do.
But more optical illusions is your science.
Well, I'm sorry.
Please, sir. Enough with the fucking optical illusions.
With your required zero margin of error.
Optical illusions.
Where is
This is what you fucking call
Where
evidence.
is your evidence using your zero margin of error requirement? Where is it? Anywhere?
I'm going to explain
Do you
what
have
mirror effect is.
No, where
and
is
why you
your
think you see the sunlight? You want me to explain why you think you see this constantly? But if you actually use your eyes, you would see this.
I want you to present your evidence.
I'm presenting the shit that you present as your evidence. I don't give a fuck. That's not how it works.
You think it's flat.
I'm tearing your shit apart. I'm tearing your optical illusions apart.
You're just guessing at things, and you're putting up a hypothesis that's not been.
This is what you think
that's not been supported.
This is what you think you see.
All right, let's do this. Let's see. Willie Merck says,
you think you see this, right? You think
hey, Jason, switching from globe Earth to flat Earth is called slow mode, also known as safe mode for the brain.
Hey, check this out. When you have
Sarcastic Barman for 5 pounds says, but observations can be interpreted, and it's not an experiment, like stars in the southern hemisphere when we see them. Apparently.
Yeah, that's exactly right. They are up interpretation.
Globerbaum for $5 says, the disrespect from Jason makes the mom and me want to put him in the corner for timeout for 30 years.
Why? Because I have free thought?
Absolutely.
You haven't produced any science, and I'm explaining your optical illusion.
Rags says, I gave MC Toon to tell $2 to tell Jason that he's an idiot. There you go. PhD Tony for 5 Australian says, as a professional scientist, and that's what he is, that studies the change in Earth's shape, orientation, and rotation in response to changing surface loads, Jason is wrong. Absolutely. Bitwise79 for $5 says he doesn't even know what a cartoon is. What a sad childhood he must have led.
Where am I wrong?
Yep. C4 for $2 says, Jason, please stop acting like a child.
Specifically, tell me where I'm wrong. The scientist said I'm wrong.
C4 again says, Jason, please explain how the southern celestial pole works on your silly fantasy. How do you get two opposite rotations?
That is another
please
simple
explain in detail. There you go.
That you
your turn,
understand.
Jason. Please explain in detail how the two celestial poles work.
Explain optical illusions, man. How is I'm already doing you a fucking favor.
Sorry,
right
by your standard of evidence, you need to prove.
These are the major ones.
You need to prove. Hold on. You need to prove, Jason, with zero margin of error, that it's an optical illusion.
You have the theory that hasn't been proven.
No,
I don't have to prove anything.
Sorry, that's not how science works, but that's fine. No flat earther knows how science works. That's just standard.
I see that.
Standard. You cannot enter into flat Earth without first not understanding science.
Oh, maybe you don't
so that's
understand.
It's a prerequisite.
Maybe you don't
all right, we've got Alyssum says, just got back. Was he able to show a functional flat Earth based map that I can use for charting my flights on? No, he claimed, Alyssum, get this. This is hilarious. He claimed that the Lambert conformal conic charts, projection charts, are flat Earth Gleason maps. He actually said Gleason. That's a Gleason map, as if you could stick them all together and it would make a Gleason map, which of course it wouldn't. If you stick them, together, Alyssum, they'll make a sphere. So
plot their course on this shit, dude. What are you talking
they
about?
do, and it's a globe that they plot their course on. John Watson for £5 says. John Watson for £5 says, genuine question, Toon. Do you have the patience of a saint? John, I do not. I can at times lose my patience. But what's happening is my goal is to make the flat earthers say the most ridiculous and asinine things. And as long as they're doing that, I'm happy and I'm succeeding. And so as you can tell,
so one of us is failing here.
I have made him say the most asinine things.
You're fucking running away from it like a biatch.
So Rags for $5 says, that's a cartoon, MC Toon. I don't accept cartoons. Anyway, here's my cartoon.
Yeah, that's what you accept, dude. This is a poor version of what you accept.
C4.
The black hole.
C4 says he couldn't finish the picture. He ate the crayons.
Yeah, crayons for you guys. Laugh about it. That's so stupid.
You got a little crayon on your.
Yeah, I got crayons out for you guys.
All right. Cretan Ball says for 5 Canadians says earlier today you spoke to someone who thought he was the Messiah, and he wasn't the craziest person you've spoken to today. That's a first.
Wow. Do you think I'm crazy?
Yeah. Oh,
I'm trying to explain to you
without a
without
doubt,
believing.
you are crazy. Absolutely,
Why?
Jason.
How?
Well, you won't
How?
even use a consistent standard of evidence. You won't
What are you
explain.
talking about? This is you take images as your evidence,
No,
dude.
your
You do.
standard
What
of
are you
evidence.
talking? Don't call me fucking crazy because
Yes.
I'm explaining how you do your thing.
John Watson for £2 says C4, you never go full crayon.
Full crayon for you, you fucking idiots. Laugh about it.
Alyssum says science has no margin of error. I could have saved hours of calculating my margin of error back in the university then. That's extra sleep.
What is that Asian?
That's extra sleep I could have gotten, idiot.
What is his name? Oh, that Asian dude, this Japanese guy. The fucking
Saeed Ahmed, you'll like this one. This was the one that Vishanti worked off. It says, MC, how did you manage to get Fred Durst to your channel?
With no binoculars?
Why aren't you guys rap battling this debate?
Yeah, I know.
So yeah, sarcastic.
Running away.
Sarcastic Barman.
This
is a good one.
The horizon cuts off the sun.
Please get him to explain what a theory is. So, Jason, what is a theory in science?
The definition of theory is a set of statements or ideas.
That is wrong. You are wrong.
No, it isn't. No, it isn't.
You are wrong. Look it up. Look it up. Type in Berkeley.
Literally, this first set of words is a set of statements.
I'll pull it up here. Berkeley. Understanding science.
No. Go to I said the definition.
Yes, and I will show you the definition.
That Berkeley doesn't give definitions of theory. Go definition theory. Search it.
Absolutely does. It's on the screen now. I'll share it with you so you can.
I don't accept that, dude. It's the definitions, and you're going to a private institute.
Of course, you won't accept it because it runs counter to.
Look how you're strict. Look how you're reaching, man. Look how you're reaching.
All right.
Isn't that a red flag for you? How you're reaching you're going out of your way to find different definitions.
I'm using the definition of theory
right
in
here.
Science. So here we go.
Not in science, dude. It's still theoretical in science.
Science at multiple
levels. Star Trek is theoretical science.
So here we go. Theory. On the other hand, theories are broad explanations for a wide range of phenomena.
Broad explanations.
They are concise.
What does broad mean?
Hey,
no, stop.
Nobody can hear you but you. Okay, I'm going to read through this whole thing without interruption from the rude little man-child. Theory are broad explanations for a wide range of phenomena. They are concise, i.e., generally they don't have a long list of exceptions and special rules. Coherent, systematic, predictive, and broadly applicable. In fact, theories are often integrate and generalize many hypotheses. For example, the theory of natural selection broadly applies to all populations with some form of inheritance, variation, and differential reproductive success. Whether that population is composed of alpine butterflies, fruit flies on a tropical island, a new form of life discovered on Mars, or even bits in a computer's memory. This theory helps us understand a wide range of observations, from the rise of antibiotic-resistant bacteria to the physical match between pollinators and their preferred flowers. Makes predictions in new situations, i.e., that treating AIDS patients with a cocktail medication should slow the evolution of the virus, and has proven itself time and time again in thousands of experiments and observational studies. So that is a theory. Now, it is important, they have a little thing here, occasionally scientific ideas such as biological evolution are written off with the put down, it's just a theory, which is exactly what you're doing right now. Nobody can see or hear you, by the way, just you, okay? We're going through this so that you get some education. And so when I say the word theory, this is what I mean. When a scientist says the word theory, this is what they mean. You don't get to define for them what they mean when they use words. They get to define for themselves what they use, what their words mean. So, this slur is misleading and conflates two separate meanings of the word theory. In common usage, the word theory means just a hunch, but in science, a theory is a powerful explanation for a broad set of observations. To be accepted by the scientific community, a theory must be strongly supported by many different lines of evidence. So biological evolution is a theory because it is a well-supported, widely accepted, and powerful explanation for the diversity of life on Earth. It is not just a theory. Words with both technical and everyday meanings can often cause confusion. Even scientists sometimes use the word theory when they really mean hypothesis or even a hunch. Many technical fields have similar vocabulary problems. For example, both the terms work in physics and ego in psychology have very specific meanings in their technical fields that differ from their common uses. However, context and a little background knowledge are usually sufficient to figure out which meaning is intended. So there you go. That is what theory means. So when I say theory, and when a scientist says theory, when a scientist says theory, that is the definition.
Shut up, man.
Theory is never hypothesis in science.
You literally just read and you said that sometimes scientists say that they're hypothesis.
It says they sometimes
fucking God, are you serious?
I'll read it again. It says they sometimes misuse the word.
Misuse. Scientists, the guys that you trust, misuse. They don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Even scientists sometimes use the word theory when they really mean hypothesis.
What is that, a publication from a fucking magazine somewhere?
A hunch.
It's ridiculous, your fucking level of evidence. Anyway, back to your level of evidence. Back to your level of evidence.
But you need to now present what it is that convinced you that the Earth is flat using photographs and zero margin of error. That's all that you can use. That's all that's allowed by your own standard of evidence.
These waves are 5 foot high. When you're next to the ship, these waves are 5 foot high. This boat is 100 foot high.
Yes.
Okay. This is what happens in reality. This boat goes 100 miles out. Don't mind the numbers. I'm just giving you round numbers so it's easy. Okay.
And how tall is the observer's eye? 6 feet.
It's 5 foot. The wave's 5 foot.
Okay.
You already okay. This is 100 miles. This is what happens in reality. The boat doesn't get any smaller. The waves don't get any smaller. Is that correct?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. I just want to get you verified. This is what's happening with your perspective. Same guy, same 5 foot wave, same boat. This is what you really see, isn't it? In your perspective.
Yeah, everything gets smaller. Yeah, as it gets farther away.
That's the boat,
uniform reduction in size with increasing distance.
Also the waves, right?
Yep. They also get smaller with increasing distance.
Excellent. I'm glad you know that. Okay. See, when this thing gets small, right here, these waves are still the same size. Okay?
Go ahead.
Yeah, man, I want you to verify every bit of this.
So I'm having a hard time with 5 foot waves, though.
Okay, these waves are 5 foot. These waves are also 5 foot, right? All these waves are 5 foot tall. Let's say.
No. When waves are not near the shore, they're not that tall. Have you not been to the ocean?
Well, let's just, for argument's sake.
For argument's sake, let's say that the distant waves are 5 feet tall, so the near waves are.
5 foot. Say you're going across the Mediterranean and it's very stormy.
Well, the far waves over the deep ocean are 5 feet. That means that the ones near me are 15 or 20 or 30 feet tall.
In this hypothetical scenario, the same hypothetical scenarios that Einstein created.
I'm sorry. In this hypothetical scenario, is the depth of the ocean the same all the way across?
Sure.
Okay, so this doesn't apply to reality at all because that never happens.
Okay, well, I was just saying, I'm telling you what the optical illusion is that's happening.
Okay? Sure. I understand.
5 foot everywhere. Even here, yeah. 5 foot here, even here.
Okay.
100 foot, 100 foot, 100 foot, still 100 foot.
Sure,
you understand?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. It's tiny though.
Okay.
This 5 foot wave still blocks your vision, correct?
Yeah.
What about this one? Does this block your vision too?
Well, you can't see that second one because the first one's blocking it.
Exactly, but it's a wave, so it goes away. This one comes in and replaces it constantly, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the splashing water makes mist, correct?
Sure.
Sea foam. Sea foam makes dust.
No.
No, okay, well.
It's not dust.
There's dust on the water.
It's not dust.
There's dust on the water.
There's water droplets.
There's dust and water droplets and all kinds of shit. Pollen, bird feathers, all kinds of shit. Bird
feathers.
Yeah, fish shit, everything. Okay, remember, there's 100 miles, remember? Hey, pay attention. Pay attention. Pay attention. Yeah, it's all kinds of shit. Dolphins flipping and all kinds of shit,
yes,
bro.
there's dolphins.
Yeah. There's 100 miles of ocean, right?
Oh, keep going. Oh, dear.
There's 100 miles of ocean blocking your view. That's why when this gets smaller, all the shit that's near the ocean bottom blocks the bottom of your ship here from your view. Do you understand?
Okay, so if your eye is 5 feet tall and the waves are 5 feet tall near you, and then you go up to say 10 feet, then what?
What do you mean? If I go up to 10 feet?
Are you not aware that people can, they could go up to a 10-foot distance maybe?
Then my vision would clear a lot of these waves here that were blocking me. You understand?
Yes.
And then I'd be able to see very angular.
Okay, so then when the bottom
of the ship. But don't forget, it still has 5 foot waves next to it too.
Yes,
so
of course. So that 100-foot tall ship gets 90% of it gets blocked. So you only see the top 10 feet. What's blocking the bottom 90 feet of that ship?
Oh yeah, I know the picture you're thinking of. It's like a sailboat, right? Come on, can you work with me a little bit here?
You're gonna have to do better. I mean, this is all zero margin of error too, by the way.
This is what you accept, my friend.
No, this is your standard of evidence. You can only
we're talking about your fucking visions, bro. When I ask you for science, you give me this dumb shit, and I'm explaining it to you in the fucking way that you like people like, with cartoons and CGI.
And as Sherlock, you are absolutely correct. Absolutely correct, NS Sherlock.
Bro, sometimes people are fucking right, dude. Okay, you see this?
Saeed Ahmed is wondering if you can adjust your hat, if Fred Durst can adjust his hat to sound smarter. Maybe turn a little bit to the side.
Okay, this is what you're talking about with the ship, right? Cut in half.
No,
by the horizon.
The ship. That's not a ship. That's a weird shaped sailboat. Well, how come that sailboat got a roundy top on it now?
Oh my God, this is fucking ridiculous.
It is. I know, it's crazy.
It's crazy. Were you talking about the sailboat that was cut in half by the horizon or not? Are you talking about the wind turbines that are cut in half by the horizon? Are you talking about the sun being cut in half by the horizon? What are you talking about?
That is no. I said the bottom 90 feet of the ship are blocked. Yes.
And I'm sure you have seen that sailboat picture where it's cut in half. No? Are you the only one that hasn't seen it?
I'm talking about the bottom 90 feet of the ship being blocked.
Wow. Yes, me too, man.
Show me. Draw that picture.
I just did, bro. Damn, I'm slow as fuck.
I'm still.
You see this? Once again, right back to it. 90% of this little boat isn't hard to cover. Do you understand that?
Well,
do you understand that? Well, 90% of this boat, 90% of this little bitty boat isn't hard to cover.
With a 5-foot wave, it's really hard because the wave's only 5 feet tall.
It's not hard at all, dude. It's not hard at all.
But the wave is only 5 feet tall.
It makes this kind of effect constantly.
But the wave is only 5 feet tall. What's blocking the other 85 feet?
It's not 85 feet, you fucking guy. This guy sees it as tiny, tiny. This is 100 feet. He sees it as 100 feet. This guy, this is 100 feet, but he doesn't see it as 100 feet. You do not see it as 100 feet. You see it as this big on the fucking way out there because of your perspective.
How do we measure that type of size? What's the units we use to measure?
Measured shit. That's what the fuck we're talking about.
What's the units that we? Of course we do. What's the units that we use to measure that type of size?
Any measurement has been done by the Navy tells us flat Earth constantly.
Sorry, the Navy doesn't. But what
Yes,
unit? What
All
unit?
trajectory is based on flat Earth, no curvature.
What unit? What unit?
What unit, bro? You fucking unit. What are you talking about? I'm telling you why you don't sleep at half. There's no units, dude.
I'm
you
asking
operate on optical illusions, dude. There's no units. You fucking see with your eyes and you believe. That's the problem. Course,
we use units. When something is far,
yeah,
when something is far away,
gaps and it's never correct. And when you fly, you use a flat Earth map to navigate.
No, actually, we use a globe to navigate. Alyssum, who is a pilot,
and the fucking plane uses a laser ring gyroscope to stay in the fucking sky because it measures perfectly flat, not a fucking.
But you've not supported your claim. You're absolutely out there, ridiculous, never seen before claim that laser gyroscopes only are there to measure. Flat.
Exactly what they are. No,
well,
man,
that's your claim.
Like, you fucking do any research. It seems like you haven't.
But here's
say something about Dunning and Cougar.
Here's a
say
picture.
Something about Dunning and Cougar.
Just so you know, here's a picture of Fred Durst. I pulled up.
Are you about to put Fred
there
Durst?
It is. This is. I didn't.
Put it. It's awesome. I actually seen Limp Bizkit. It was one of the baddest shows I've ever seen. It was Metallica, Limp Bizkit, Linkin Park, Deftones, and Metallica.
That sounds great. Yeah. I would have loved to go to that. I've seen Metallica just once.
You seen Metallica? Right on, just right once.
On. Oops.
What's your favorite? What's your favorite music?
Speed metal.
Speed metal? Holy shit!
Yeah, that's what.
Speed metal. Okay. All
right, hold on. I'm gonna put it up on the screen here with us so everybody can compare to see the Fred Durst.
Is this really what you want to talk about instead of actually?
Well, I mean, you constantly interrupt, so we don't make much progress.
Red flag that looks for you. You know how red flag that looks for you. Like super red flag. Yeah, I gotta even. You've not actually. You look so bad right now.
You've not actually brought any.
You gotta stop. You gotta fucking stop because teaching this bullshit to children is not good.
People, what do you think? What do you think? Is that improvement? They don't see your drawing. They just see Fred Durst.
You know how bad this looks for you, huh?
Oh my god! All right, safety K.
Dude, this is bad.
Ooh, this is a good question. In your version of science, do you think that thoughts are scientific experiments?
No, but Einstein. Can you hear me now? Einstein, all theoretical experimentation.
Well, he had He had his theory of relativity.
Louder and prouder.
But it's been
all
confirmed.
Theoretical experimentation.
It's been confirmed. Are you familiar with the let's see. Let's go through a couple here. Oh my god. Oh.
You look like you're laughing.
I'm laughing so hard. I know my face is like red. All right.
I know it's like a psychotic laugh.
We're
going to get to that.
The Kennedy-Thorndike experiment that confirmed Einstein's relativity, specifically the relativity of time. Are you familiar with Kennedy-Thorndike? It confirmed.
You're familiar, but it's still called a theory. If that was proven,
and a theory,
and called law, dude.
No, that's not how it works.
I don't know where you guys get this shit, but it goes theoretical concept. You see something in nature.
That's not how it actually works. That's just your mixed up, confused version of science that nobody actually.
I got the same education that you did from public fucking schools,
so now,
dude. And all
you're familiar with
I know what I'm talking
Ives
about.
Stilwell experiment, where they. It's an experimental study of the rate of a moving atomic clock. Confirmed Einstein's theory of relativity. How about the Pound-Rebka experiment?
How did they do that? What experiment? How did they do the experiment? Explain it.
Where they
explain the experiment.
Where they confirmed redshift.
Explain it. Explain the experiment.
I was trying to, but you're so rudely interrupting. Glover Mom, could you come in here and set him
You're
straight?
not talking about it. You're just reading that it confirmed it, and you're trying to avoid actually talking about it.
How about the Haefel-Keating experiment? That one I like. That's a pretty cool one.
Explain it. Explain it.
So in the Haefel-Keating experiment, they used 4 super precise atomic clocks. They left 2 of them stationary in one spot, and then 2 of them they brought and they went around the world twice on airplanes.
Oh yeah, I remember that shit.
And at the end, the 2 that stayed were skewed from the 2.
Science? Holy shit,
that is exactly science. They even had a control variable and an independent variable. The independent variable was the 2 moving clocks. So then they went the other direction twice around the Earth, and they found the same thing.
Sped up time? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, they slowed down and sped up time depending on the direction they went.
You got any pictures of that video?
Sorry, you only allow photos back? You're back to only allowing photographs? Is that it?
No, I'm asking, do you have any, or are we just still working with cartoons?
You're the one that has only brought cartoons.
You're the one that has cartoons. Exactly.
But I do have, there are actual, this one does have.
I want to see it. I remember reading about that. It just seems like it doesn't even make any sense. That doesn't prove, it doesn't prove curvature or doesn't prove motion.
Just because you don't understand it doesn't mean it isn't legit.
It doesn't.
Sorry, I don't really care about your inability to understand things. That isn't.
I don't really care about your whack
proof.
ass excuse for science. My standards for science is much higher than yours. You don't understand that, right?
You have, but you have not used your own standard.
But nothing. My standards are way more strict than your standards. Why?
Because you have
laugh about it.
You've specifically chosen your standard of evidence to deny things that you don't like.
Deny optical illusions and simple observations. That's literally what I've done.
And you have not used your own standard of evidence.
My standard of evidence is include curving light that you're measuring. What the fuck are you talking about? Curving light that you're measuring and do not account for don't equate for it. Don't even think about it. Okay.
So that's your hypocrisy, is that you have this standard of evidence that you will.
What is my standard of evidence? Explain it to me.
Well, apparently, I've figured out that 0 margin of error and
a controlled environment.
Everything has to be photographed.
Controlled environment. Yes.
But you have
controlled environment.
But you have not.
I'm asking for a controlled environment. 99% of these experiments. You understand that, right?
You have not yet.
What the fuck is wrong with asking for a controlled environment?
Can't hear you. Listen up here.
You muted me again?
Once again, nobody can hear you. Your standard of evidence, yours is photograph, 0 margin of error. You have not once used your standard of evidence to support your crazy, insane, completely unreliable, out there, wacky, fantasy world. Never once. Your standard of evidence you don't use for your belief system. All that you have is your standard of evidence that you use to reject things that you don't like. And the things you do like, you have no standard of evidence at all. You just take all of it. And that is hypocrisy, Fred Durst. I mean, Jason. So, nobody heard you. Nobody heard you interrupting me and being rude. So here we go. All right, you got to turn off the music. I'm not gonna bring you on when you're playing music. So did you get anything from that?
That's the most chicken shit thing I've ever seen. Fucking mute.
So show your standard of evidence supporting your position.
We're still talking about your standard of.
You are making a claim that the Earth is flat. That's a positive claim. You have the burden of evidence.
Public school to teach theory of gravity. So you and your religion has pushed your theoretical concept.
We got Alyssum saying, asking a flatty to be honest. Oh, Tune. You're right, Alyssum. That's asking a lot.
What am I being dishonest about?
Applying your standard of evidence to your own position. That's what I'm expecting you to be on. No, I'm not me. Your standard, not my standard. All right, B-Ball for Life says, why don't we see clouds lit from below all day long if it's bouncing off the ground?
Because there's angular.
That's a great question, and of course he doesn't have an answer.
Question? It seems pretty fucking stupid. And
yeah, he doesn't. It went over his head. We got Humphrey Pushcart for $6.66. Jason,
the sun is way over here.
Jason, being loud, obnoxious, and ignorant does not validate your misunderstanding.
And
Absolutely.
This cold, dense
we have
air is
Alyssum. Yeah, you don't know. You don't know which way. You don't know which way light bends in the air, so you have no position there. Alyssum.
Oh that's what you're gonna go.
Alyssum says, "I'm a pilot." Jason, Earth is a globe. Glober Mom. Jason is triggered. Argue using your own standards. Apparently, he is incapable of doing that. That tells us everything. We've got Olim.
We're going to go over here. We're going to type in pilots mapping.
Olim says, if planes fly on a Gleason, what flight takes longer around? Cancer or Capricorn? That's a good question. Of course, in reality, they both take the same. But in Flat Earth world, it is unknown because they don't have anything. Given Mr. Unite for the Children. Given a triangle sides 2, 2, and 2, I saw you and Limp Bizkit open for Kid Rock and you sucked. Oh, Fred Durst. You're funny. We got Chandler Saunders. Says, Evo douche, Freudian slip? I don't know. I mean, people can hear you, Jason. I turned you down a little, but people can hear you. If you wanted to present some evidence using your own standard. So, your own standard of evidence.
This is your standard.
So, everything in science. Area 85 Restoration says everything in science has a margin of error. That's why scientific publications have propagation of uncertainty analysis. Trust me, I've written 2. Yes. Now, Jason has clearly never actually read any scientific experiment. Doesn't know what they do, doesn't know how they work, has not a clue. So Alyssum,
everything that you people assume is science.
Alyssum for 5 Australians says, Jason, after COVID, come to Sydney, Australia. I can teach you in person to chart a flight and teach you to fly. You won't be a flatty after.
Do you think you can see curvature from your flights?
So we've got General E. Shady for 2 Australians says,
yeah, I'm talking, but you can't hear me. Do you
feathers?
See
no, I'm ignoring you.
Do you see curvature from flights?
Feathers and fish poo.
No? Yes or no?
Feathers and fish poo from Jason 2021.
That's what's tricking you. That's what's tricking you. You don't understand what's going on.
Alyssum, has this idiot ever been near the ocean? I don't know.
I own a house in Nautical, Mexico.
Based on his inability to understand that waves that
I own a house in
when
Mexico.
Waves are far out, they're small because of the depth of the water, and when they get close, they're high.
For the
completely beyond his understanding there. So,
yeah, I understand that, you fucking idiot.
Weeaboo Metalhead for $5 says, Jason, do you have a point?
Oh, point is y'all fucking retarded.
No. Saeed Ahmed. Wow, there's a lot here. We're getting there though, Jason. Don't worry.
Yeah, I know. You're welcome, you fucking tool.
So, Saeed Ahmed says, did Jason go to Flat Earth for the nookie?
Your mama's flat for the nookie, motherfucker.
Oh, sorry, Saeed. He thinks your mama is flat. That's rude. Rude.
Hey.
Rob Montgomery for $5 says, this is what you get when you order Limp Bizkit from Wish.
Actually, I'm the first one. The Limp Bizkit one is the Wish one.
Oh, the ego. Oh, dear.
You know what this is right here?
Hold on a second. They only see, I have Fred Durst overlaid on top of you. They only see what's on the bottom part of your screen.
Bro, that's extra. It's funny, but it's weak.
Okay, all right, hold on. I can't.
I told you this was going to be the best one.
Peter Miss Prime for 5 Australians says, Jason, do you understand that these debates are just point and laugh at the idiot sessions? I don't know.
Yeah, for me. Look at this. This is what you think you see when you're at the beach.
General E Shady, can I get a ding 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 for Jason in chat? So everybody give him a ding.
This is getting kind of boring though.
It is. I got a couple good questions coming up though, if you'll wait here.
But the question always is, why do I see the sun being cut in half by the horizon?
Bet this chocolate starfish drinks hot dog flavored water?
Hey, what is your name anyway, Tunes?
Michael. You can call me Michael.
Michael, this is what I always hear from you people. Why do I see the sun cut in half by the horizon?
Yeah, it's a great question. It's impossible on flat Earth because it could never be that low. Because atmospheric refraction makes the sun appear higher, not lower. So it wouldn't work at all for you.
Exactly. It also increases the size. This is what you think you see.
It is that increases the size something you use with the ladies? It makes it look bigger? I don't know if it works or not. I don't know. Actually. I don't know if it works. Yeah. All right.
Whack ass fucking. That's a whack.
Small time.
Don't start talking about gay shit, dude.
Hold on. That wasn't gay. That was, dude.
Yeah. Don't be talking about dude.
Small time art for $2 says he don't need no science. That Mother Earther's flat.
Yeah. That's what your guy said.
Yep. No science. Reject all science. It's flat because you want it to be flat.
You don't have science, man. I'm showing you what you people ask.
Alyssum here.
When I ask science, they say this.
The pilot from Australia says, "I've seen curvature from 41,000 feet." So yes. There you go.
Yeah, you did. Bro.
All right. So we've got
curved window. You fucking idiot. Dude, Neil deGrasse Tyson says you ain't gonna see no curvature at 125,000 feet.
So listen up here. We've got a question. We got a question here from Hugh Jars. All right, do you know who Jason?
Oh man, give me $5, motherfucker, for laughing at you.
Jason.
That's hilarious.
Jason, do you know who Hugh Jars? Hugh Jars is in the chat. He says, "How do you convert meters?"
Hugh Jars.
How do you Yeah, Hugh. First name Hugh, last name Jars. You're not familiar with him?
Hugh Jars.
Good guy. Good guy.
Are you serious? You don't get it?
I do get it. That's not his real name. Don't tell anybody
that's
that.
That's his real name? No way.
People.
I knew a dude named Philip Devon Butts. Real name.
Philip Butts. All right, so
Philip Devon, like Devon Butts. Like, oh my god.
Yeah, all right. So Jason, how do you
What's that dude's name again?
Hugh Jars. JARSZ.
I'm sorry.
Have you seen him? Have you seen him in a Speedo? No, man, you do not want to see him in a Speedo. All right. So how do you convert?
Hugh Jars?
I think so.
Oh no.
Hugh.
He probably has huge amounts of plaque cholesterol and colon cancer.
You got Jason. Shh. He's sensitive about it.
Yeah, he's gonna be sensitive. His family's gonna be sensitive when he
Listen
keels
up,
over.
Jason. How do you convert
put his huge ass in a hole?
How do you convert meters into kilometers?
I don't know. Just do it. Use Google.
But you can't trust Google.
Yeah, I know.
How do you convert meters into kilometers?
I don't know. You just do it.
Oh my gosh. So Alyssum says
I use my calculator. I use my calculator.
So
I don't sit there and work out the math.
Alyssum says
fucking stupid. How do you fucking reprogram and wire an entire fucking Vestas fucking T80? How do you do that? How do you rewire one of those and reprogram one of those?
I use this. I use the HB48.
You never fucking did it. So, it's a stupid fucking question.
All right.
How do you think this
so
is
happening? Let's say you had 10,000.
Talk about, dude, the optical illusions that you people are being fooled by. You're like dumb Greeks on the beach, man. You look like stupid Greeks on the beach.
Let's say you had 10,000 meters. How would you convert that to kilometers?
I don't know. Look at this.
I believe you.
Right here. Okay, let me tell you how to convert it. Let me tell you how to convert it. This is the mirror layer right here.
Yeah, okay. So here, Alyssum says he uses Haversine to calculate distances. Are you familiar with Haversine, the Haversine formula?
No. Are you trying to get to triangulation and then
this is not this is
triangulation doesn't work if you can't verify
this is to calculate distances when plotting out flights. Are you not? I mean, you seem to claim that you're familiar with how pilots do things, but do you actually know how pilots do things?
Yeah, I've flown more than anybody you know.
And so how do you calculate?
I spend more time in the simulator more than you know.
How do you calculate the distance between 2 points?
I use my calculator that I have on the instrument. It's a calculator that does all that.
Okay, and what does it? So you can't do it yourself at all. So you don't have a clue how it's done. So
I could.
So you can confidently say that it's done on a flat Earth, but you don't actually know how it's done because you could not do it yourself. Is that what you're saying?
No, it's not what I'm saying.
That's called indoctrination.
No, I just said, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me? I just said I can do it, but I don't.
Okay, so what's the formula?
What the fuck are you talking about? Why are you trying to find flaws with me? Are you trying to find flaws with me because I'm explaining your fucking ignorant
There's
shit?
no shortage of flaws.
Yourself, man. We're trying to attack me personally, dickhead.
What's the formula that you use to calculate the distance between 2 points?
That's beta male shit, bro. Let me see the fucking titties you got, bro. How much animal product you eat?
What's the distance? How do you calculate the distance between 2 points?
Okay, you see this, right? I'm going to tell you how to calculate the distance. Shut the fuck up and listen. This right here is what you see when it's zoomed in. When you look through a telescope of binoculars or a zoomed in camera picture, this is what you see. Because right here is called a mirror layer. This is the regular waves splashing right here. This is the beach. This is waves way out there, miles and miles, 20, 30 miles out. Still got huge waves. That all makes this mist that turns into what's called the mirror layer. That's what you're seeing right here in that super zoomed in photograph. This layer is cutting it in half, not the fucking what you think is the horizon. It's actually water, a layer of water.
Sorry.
This is what you actually see.
Sorry,
this is you standing on the beach.
That's not a photograph.
You look out towards the water. This is you standing on the beach and you're looking out towards the water. This is what's in reality. The sun is actually that small. But actually enlarged
that's not a photograph.
Because of the magnification effect of the atmosphere.
And what's the margin of error?
This is what you see, and you think it's real, but that's not what you see. That's what a camera sees. This is what you see.
What's the margin of error?
That's why you're tricked.
What's the margin of error?
Huge amounts, and it varies all the fucking time. This is why it's not scientific. This is why it's not scientific. Huge amounts of error.
And why is that not a photograph? You only allow photographs.
You only allow cartoons, guy.
All right. So how do you calculate distances when plotting you've flown more than anybody else here apparently? So how do you plot distance when you're plotting a chart?
Wind speed.
But how do you calculate the distance between 2 points?
You can't really. It's not accurate. It's not accurate at all. You can calculate using wind speed, fuel amount. You could.
But before you take off, you need to have a flight plan. You need to submit that flight plan.
That are variables.
You have to submit that flight plan, and you need to know the distance between your source and your destination. Exactly. And you need to do all that math so that you know, and then you calculate the amount of fuel that you need. Right?
Exactly.
So you need to know the distance.
Surveys are done with two guys walking and looking through a little.
Are you avoiding because you don't know? Do you not know how to calculate the distance when you're plotting?
I'm telling you how they found the distances to these two places. Two guys walked.
Yeah,
they measured with a little telescope.
Sorry, that's not answering the question. Are you avoiding the question because you don't know? Because you didn't actually plot out any
maybe
flights?
I don't understand it. Maybe you're not capable of asking the question correctly. Oh. Go ahead and try again.
How do you calculate the distance between 2 points?
You fucking oof. You calculate it by adding up how many times you fucking measured from one dude to another.
So you don't know. Got it. So Alyssum,
and then they
has
put
no
it on
clue.
A map.
He's never done any distance calculations.
It's called
himself.
Surveys. What the fuck is wrong with you people? I mean, you're so slow.
So Alyssum says, I use Haversine to calculate distances. That's the name of the formula. That's the answer there I just gave to you. Can you give us a flat Earth equivalent for this accurate calculation? If not, flat Earth dies.
No, that's as far as I go. When you ask for maps, I say pilots use flat Earth maps.
But they don't.
When you ask for maps, I say the boat captain that I fucking stood next to for 12 years He said, yeah, this is a flat Earth map.
Uncle Artie says Jason likes his women like his Earth flat. I don't know. Let's assume that his women
weirdos,
is
man.
Not flat.
You guys are fucking
That's
weird.
Too much, Uncle Artie.
Are you married? You said you're married. You got a family.
I am. I got 33 kids.
Shit.
All right.
And do you teach them kids? Do you teach them kids that they can die any moment?
I am their we homeschool them. My wife does most of it.
Good for you. Good for you. Do you teach them that they could die at any moment?
Well, not often, but yes, of course. That's always.
Wow, what a horrible thing. And what evidence do you have of that? This fucking shit, you're willing to break your children's mentality into several places because you're fucking optical illusions?
Okay.
Bro, I would be accepting,
Jason,
way more science if I was you.
Calm thyself.
You have a responsibility to protect your children from all the threats, including psychological threats.
Exactly.
When you teach your child that they can die at any moment,
the Earth is spherical,
you're hurting them.
Oh, all right. So
no, there's nothing that can hurt them on a flat and stationary Earth.
Yes, the window excuse, as expected, Jason.
What happened?
Absolutely, the window excuse.
What's the window excuse? What is that?
That's the windows which are somehow showing flat things as flat when on the ground, but in the air magically are the lame excuse for things appearing curved. So
I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm talking about what happens when you tell a child that they're on a ball that could die. They could die in the most catastrophic fucking way possible at any moment. That's statistically possible.
Well, yeah, of course, a land shark could attack us. You got to be careful.
No, that's like the statistics are fucking ridiculous.
For land sharks? I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty serious.
Yeah, you don't know.
People in chat,
for
how many people know?
Model,
how many people know that somebody that's died from a land shark or been attacked by a land shark? Just say in the chat here if you've
named somebody that's died from anything from the heavens there. What do you call it? The fucking universe?
Frank Knight is
dinosaurs. Why'd you gonna say dinosaurs?
Frank Knight thinks that you think that people are immortal on flat Earth, and I think that's where you're going. That's definitely sounds like where you're going. So, Area 85 Restorations is asking Jason, can you produce?
Well, you just blasted through questions, man. We're not gonna answer anything.
Oh, yeah. Well, you don't answer anything. They're all rhetorical questions. We know you're not going to answer. So this is another rhetorical question.
People ask questions because
Jason,
they want to talk shit and they want to get their
Can you produce a flat Earth model that can make novel, accurate predictions about future measured data? If the answer is no, then you have nothing.
Can do that. It's because it's based on scientific. It's not based on scientific.
Then you have
based
nothing.
On simple observations.
And you should shut
the
up
Aztecs
until
kept
you
the date. The Aztecs kept dates, bro, of fucking comets coming by. It's nothing special.
So
you can do that.
So here
on a flat Earth.
What is the angle of the sunset in Sydney, Australia for tomorrow?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Ooh, Brenda died from a land shark but got better.
Yeah, good for Brenda.
Brenda said that she's debated you before.
Heart disease. You know them boobies you got on you there, buddy? That's plaque cholesterol. That's yeah. Yeah, see, you got the really baggy shirts on. That's plaque cholesterol building up.
Oh yes, okay. Dude,
if you have that much on you, that you have that much in you.
Do you know where I live? I told you where I live. I'm in Minnesota.
Yeah,
it's cold here.
A lot of cheese. A lot of cheese heads over there.
That's Wisconsin.
Yeah, I know it is. A lot of cheese in that area.
So no predictions. You cannot predict the angle of the sun in Sydney.
No, I can't. I don't bother with that.
Of course,
I don't bother
because you don't have a model.
No, because I don't care.
So Alyssum says, "Call me when he explains flat Earth."
Why you think this is happening?
Flat Earth Haversine formula. Nope, there is no way on flat Earth to predict, to measure, or calculate the distance between 2 points. It doesn't work ever. Haversine works on a sphere only. It's spherical trigonometry. So, here we go. Uncle Artie says, ask him to explain a ship disappearing over the horizon at night with no sun to cause refraction.
Talk about your arteries a little bit.
The lights disappear. Check the Duluth Harbor webcam when a ship sails at night. Uncle Artie, do you live in Minnesota too? I've been to Duluth. So, when there's no sun, now the sun doesn't cause refraction.
If you pour bacon grease down your drain, it clogs it. If you eat bacon grease, it clogs it.
That's a different topic there, Fred Durst.
No, it's the same. It's the same topic. It makes you fucking ignorant as shit.
So
and unable to critical think.
Uncle Artie is asking you, to explain a ship disappearing over the horizon at night with no sun to cause refraction.
Which the sun has nothing to do with it, man.
Yeah, I don't understand, Uncle Artie. But there are different times of day where there is different amounts of refraction. Ships disappear
out of your vision at night because the same thing's happening during the day. Water molecules are getting in your way. Perspective is making it go smaller.
Yeah,
well, how hard is it to understand?
Well, because it doesn't make sense, and so
okay, let's go through funny. That then.
So
okay, let's go through that. Can we stay on one topic?
I doubt you can, but let's give it a shot.
Okay, you're talking about lights disappearing at night from a ship.
Yes. They
disappear because you're over water.
Okay.
And the ship is getting smaller.
Okay.
Fuck, dude, seriously, man. Just fucking went through the crayons, guy. The camera, the ship, waves and shit in the way. The ship is small. Do you get it now?
It's still not making sense.
Still not making sense.
No,
Holy fucking
it's
shit.
It's not a valid prediction.
This guy's perspective makes this ship small. Do you understand?
It makes the ship small. It makes all of the ship small.
Yes.
Yes. Not some of it.
Forever,
not some of it.
Can't see forever.
Yeah, but you can see some of the ship. Therefore, you should be able to see all of the ship if nothing's in the way.
What are you talking about? This thing's in the way. There's things in the way.
What's in the way?
Fucking splashing.
But what if
waves, dude?
Yeah, but
why do we go to Bedford level because of this stupid shit? And you or this guy, you don't know what the fuck's going on.
But it's possible that there are no waves or very little waves, and they
possible. That's why we eliminate possibilities. That's why we end up at Bedford level.
Yeah, so it's possible on the ocean.
Because you don't understand what's going on. That's why we had Bedford level.
But you didn't actually do anything. You didn't predict anything there. You just said, blah, it's going to happen. But you don't know how much. You don't know when.
Anything. Yeah, none of it makes sense. There's nowhere to predict it.
So how,
there's no fucking way to tell.
How is a
5-foot
wave?
Listen, motherfucker, you gonna fucking
how
listen
or
what?
How is a 5-foot wave going to block a 100-foot ship?
How far you can see this ship at night upon the fucking the weather conditions. Weather conditions, you fucking idiot. You can look on it and it says you can only see 4 miles. You can only see 4 miles.
If I'm
you're retarded as shit. You're aggravating.
10 feet. If I'm 10 feet above the water.
Dude, I can't believe that you're a real student of anything. You are terrible.
If I'm 10 feet above the water, listen up, Jason. If I'm 10 feet above the water. If I'm 10 feet above the water, Jason, how does a 5-foot wave block a 100-foot ship?
Because it's not 100-foot, you fucking goon.
It's still a 100-foot ship that didn't actually get smaller. Do you think that when things get farther away, they actually get smaller, Jason?
Yeah, in your
don't
perspective.
Actually get smaller. They're still the same size.
In your perspective.
They're actually the same size. So when that wave,
in your perspective, listen.
Yeah, but the wave gets smaller too in angular size.
Perspective. No, in perspective, it's not 100 feet when it's over here. You fucking idiot. It's teeny tiny, like this big.
But so is the wave that's blocking it, according to you.
Not this one, you fucking retard.
But if you're 10 feet high,
this one, you fucking retard. Do you understand? This one is blocking this middle one. God damn it, Lord.
Jason,
you are fucking slow.
If you're 10 feet high, that wave that's near.
Are you 10 feet fucking high now, you goof?
Yes, of course.
You're 5 foot tall.
But people are able to go up the stairs.
You're 5 foot tall, Jason. You midget fuck.
People are able to go up the stairs and they're still obstructing.
And you would see more.
You would see more, but the ship is still obstructed and eventually will become
it wouldn't be. It would be up here.
Completely obstructed.
I thought we just cleared this up, dude. Seriously, you're remedial as fuck.
But you're claiming that the wave that's near you, but at 5 feet tall.
These waves still block it. It's still tiny.
Oh. It's sad. It's sad when people fall this far. All right, let me read a few more things
Fuck
here.
you, dude. How about that?
Yeah,
what are you talking about? It's sad when you can't even comprehend right in front of you cartoon
Humphrey
style,
Pushcart
bro.
for $6.66 says, Jason, if you have a triangle size 1, 1, and 1, what is the temperature?
Oh, we're going with that. I don't know. I don't fucking know because I'm not interested in that.
I believe you.
Not interested in that at all. I don't give a fuck.
Weeaboo Metalhead.
Like I said, do you know how to rewire a fucking $4 million wind turbine? Do you know how to bring in a well from offshore? No, you fucking don't. So shut the fuck up about ignorant shit and let's concern ourselves with how you can't see how this ship is not 100 foot tall in your perspective.
Who triggered? Amazing. Triggered.
I'm trying to fucking explain it to you because I don't want to waste my time.
So Weeaboo Metalhead says, Jason, what's heavier? A pound of lead.
What's heavier? Like Fat the Flat Earth, dude.
A pound of lead or a pound of feathers? Which is heavier?
Look at this.
Which is heavier?
Which is higher, this 5 foot wave or this 5 foot wave?
They're both the same height because they're both 5 feet high.
What about when you change the reality to perspective?
General E. Shady says allethophobia, fear of truth, stupidity.
Yeah, that's you. That's what you got, cuz. You also are feminized. You're also a schizophrenic. Oh, I'd love to tell you about that.
God's auditor for $2 says, Poe, here for pure antagonism, not real flurf. I don't know. He has convinced me that he is that his triggeriness is not
nobody's triggering anything. You keep interrupting me and you don't want to talk about reality.
I think he's a terrible actor, so I don't think that he could act this much for that long.
Hey, can I ask you something? Does this person see this as 100 foot?
Oh, they see it in a certain angular size.
Does this person right here see this same ship right here, way out here, 100 miles away? Is that 100 foot?
They see
in their perspective
a certain angular size in their perspective.
So it's not 100 foot to this person's perspective.
Oh, all right. Alyssum says we were promised the best flat Earth discussion
Does this guy see this as 100 foot way over here?
Yet you present us with the dumbest flat Earth I've ever seen. How did you find someone so truly ignorant? I don't know.
Who's fucking ignorant, dude? I'm trying to ask you a question right here. Hey, does this guy see this ship as 100 foot tall?
Alyssum says, congrats, Toon, you found the bottom of the barrel. No, I broke through the bottom of the barrel.
What is your fucking problem, dude?
So you won't even listen. You can't even have a conversation. It's sad. All right, Uncle Artie says, on Lake Superior, when the water is calm, there are no waves to make the ship disappear. Plus, the waves would get smaller too.
That's why you can see Chicago, because sometimes the waves aren't there and the disturbance in the water.
But the bottom of Chicago is still blocked. His argument is invalidated. Indeed, Uncle Artie.
How does this guy see this boat as 100 feet tall as in his perspective?
John Watson says, when I'm at home in Scotland, I can see Florida.
Dude. Sorry, you look like a fucking idiot, dude. You look like a fucking idiot avoiding this, too. It's desperate.
John Watson says, when I'm at home in Scotland, I can see Polaris.
This is what you say. This is what you say is happening in your perspective.
When I travel to Queensland, Australia to visit my family, I can't see it. WTF. So why can't he see Polaris?
Killing your bullshit, dude.
Why can't he see Polaris? Come on, Fred.
Oh, more perspective questions. I'm trying to answer your dumb shit. You fucking wham about perspective, and then I try to explain it to you, and then you turn into
Uncle Artie. Uncle Artie says John's missing an Antifa riot about now.
John? Who's John?
Uncle Artie. Jason's missing an Antifa riot about now.
This is the proper way to do Cavendish.
Oh my gosh. What's the proper way to do Cavendish?
In a weight-free environment.
In a weight-free environment. Because you want to control the conflating variables, right?
This is a vacuum chamber.
Yeah.
This is a vomit comet style airplane.
Yeah.
You understand?
I do understand your desire to control conflating variables, and that's awesome.
What are you trying to mean? What are you trying to say about that?
What you need to control?
What are you trying to say?
You need to control.
Yeah, I'm trying to control. Control the environment is controlling elements that might affect the experiment.
You want to control the conflating variables. So when you have a torsion bar, you control the downward acceleration.
That's garbage. That's garbage. Throw that bullshit out of the way. You can't fucking. You don't know. You don't have any idea how the metal reacts in this torsion bullshit. This right here takes the guesswork out of that. When you do this parabolic flight right here,
that's just your opinion.
This is
nobody
how
cares
science works,
about your opinion of science because
you've
already shown that you don't know
it's not working very well. Look, on the parabolic flight, when you're going down, these balls will lift up. If they had any type of gravity well, they would attract to each other.
Okay, go ahead and do it. That'd be great.
You're gonna do it. Why don't you fucking do it with all my goddamn tax dollars?
I don't get any of your tax dollars.
Loser,
and you live in Mexico.
And a fucking retard. Yeah, I have businesses in America. I have employees in America, you fucking idiot. God damn, bro. These people are fucking slow and very horrible people.
Do they like it when you get
about the clouds some
when
more?
you get
what do you
triggered
want to talk
at
about?
them?
What optical illusion proves that you're on an Earth that is spherical? Go ahead, dude. So I can explain it.
All right. So
and you're fucking goofball,
from Alyssa,
17 fucking people that follow you.
From Alyssa again says, okay, Jason, if you're not a liar, you can give me the flat Earth version of the Haversine formula.
I'm giving you why you're being tricked into thinking that you're on a ball.
Nothing.
And you're like refusing. You're refusing. It's because you have mental illnesses.
You got nothing, huh? You can't do the.
You know what the paranoid. You know that you're paranoid and you're schizophrenic.
You have diagnosed me on paranoid and schizophrenic.
Yes, I can tell by your fat fucking titties that you eat animal products.
How do you know that I'm not a vegan for 12 years?
Because your fat fucking titties. You're storing animal fat on your chest in the form of breasts.
Wow, you go deep into the ad homs, dude.
Yeah, dude. No, it's not ad hominems. You have titties.
All right. So
you have titties.
So you've established that you're a liar.
Titties. That means you eat animal products. You're a paranoid schizophrenic, dude. You need to address this. If you were on heroin, we would have to address it. You're on adrenochrome. You're
Turquoise Laura says, shout that Turquoise Laura says, Jason, hello, darling.
Yeah, what's up? She's been waiting for this.
She's enjoying your meltdown. And how triggered you are.
I meltdown. Who's melted down?
Astronomy Live.
You're like laughing like a clown, dude.
Astronomy Live says, I discovered comet P 2006 J3 using NASA's stereo spacecraft on the opposite side of the sun before it could be seen from Earth. How did I do that?
I don't know. You've seen some shit, man. That's crazy that you keep bringing up optical illusions. You don't know what the fuck that is. You can't verify it.
Everything I don't like.
You can't verify it. Did you verify it? Did you go there and check it out?
Everything I don't like is fake. That's it, right? Is that how you function? Everything I don't like is fake.
Everything that is. Listen to me. I'm gonna put my stipulation. Everything that's a fucking optical illusion, simple observation that has not been verified. Garbage.
Yeah. Yes. So if he discovered it when it was on the other side of the sun, and then 6 months later we saw it when we were on the same side of the sun as the
I want to talk about you being a schizophrenic.
Yeah. All right.
Because the chemicals that you're eating in your animal products.
So Jason, why does my question about Haversine scare you so much? Does a simple question scare you so much?
No, because I don't care and I haven't investigated that.
I understand, but you claimed. But Jason,
it's probably a problem with your perspective.
You claimed
you don't understand what perspective is.
That pilots use flat Earth maps.
Some stupid shit.
But you claim that pilots use flat Earth maps.
I thought this was going to be challenging.
And that, well, of course it's challenging because you're not producing this.
It's not. I just fucking said that it's not challenging. I've been running you people over the entire time. Check the fucking records, bro.
Yell some more. Wow. Oh, how did you get so confident in your ignorance?
What ignorance, man? You're the one that doesn't understand what's going on here.
No. Show us how you calculate distances on flat Earth.
You think this guy sees 100-foot ship still in his perspective? It ain't small.
Well, it's smaller, of course, but the bottom.
That's what I've been fucking saying, you stupid fuck.
But the bottom
Jesus
is cut off.
Christ, my guy.
But
That is so fucking ignorant. That is so fucking.
But the
ignorant
bottom
on so many
is
levels.
obstructed
That's
by
what
something.
I'm fucking saying. This guy sees this as very small.
Even when there's no waves, the bottom is still obstructed.
When there's no waves, this guy sees this as very small. Matter of fact, he sees it even smaller.
A-Watt is saying, Jason, you need to lay off the soy.
Why? Ask him why. Ask him why. The dude with bitch tits is laughing. The dude with titties is laughing at me.
Oh, gosh.
The dude with titties is laughing at me. That's fucking hilarious.
Oh, so...
That's the, laugh some more with your titties.
So why is the bottom obstructed with distance?
Wow.
You haven't answered that. John,
ask me one more time so we can get it very clear this time, so we don't have to go loop to loop.
Oh, Uncle Artie says Jason is projecting his own issues.
Something else, dude. You're a fucking joke, man.
Jason is projecting his own issues. He's been using some bad Mexican meth. He has.
What is the question you just asked? Ask it again.
He has no business or employees with a mouth like that.
Oh, I got a bunch of employees, stupid fuck.
Yeah. And then
a ton of people come in and they believe exactly the way I believe. It's
of course
great.
They do, yeah. Alyssum says poor little Jason is terrified of little old pilot.
Yeah,
exactly.
She doesn't know. Doesn't she not realize that she plots her shit on a flag? Did she get in with a globe?
Well,
tell her to send a picture of her in the
Alyssum,
with a globe.
Alyssum's a dude.
Do that.
And this dude is asking you to confirm the flatness of your claim by telling us how you calculate distances.
I'm not claiming anything. I'm claiming that you're getting this wrong. That's my claim.
Your claim is
I'm claiming
your claim is
I'm claiming that you don't understand
this. That pilots use flat Earth maps.
What you say. I'm claiming that you don't understand.
If pilots use flat Earth maps, it's simple. How do you calculate the distance between points?
Surveys. Look. I'm claiming that you don't understand this.
No, I know that's your claim, but you have no evidence for it, so it's dismissed.
I'm just telling you, and that's why you're confused. Show me a picture. Show me a picture of the horizon being cut in half.
The horizon being cut in half.
I mean, the sun being cut in half by the horizon.
I have a nice video on my.
So hilarious.
So John Watson says, Tune, I haven't laughed so hard for a long time. Cheers.
Cooler and open-minded than this. You are
you've brought nothing, so it's just time to laugh.
I'm asking you for something. Show me the picture of the sun cut in half by the horizon.
I got that.
I brought what you fucking consider fucking standards as science, bro. It's cartoons.
Well, but
theoretical concepts.
But you didn't bring anything using your own standard of evidence, so the hypocrisy there's.
No, it's actually the scientific standard of evidence. You're crying about it because it shit all over your ridiculous claims.
So I have on my channel a montage of different
So that makes it real to you?
Videos of the sun setting at full size. Where is it? There.
Excellent. I can explain. Go ahead and put a fucking picture of the sun being cut in half by the horizon. We're waiting.
I'm working on it.
Today, Junior.
I got so there's a flat earther called Felipe Rockholt in Los Angeles, and he was putting up pictures. I said, hey, how about you get a solar filter? So he did, and then posted a bunch of video of the sun rising and setting. I'm getting it. Let's see. Here we go. This is a good one. I'll show you the one from. There it is. It's a nice picture. Here, I'll put it in the chat for everybody to see. Now, I have done the math because I can calculate perspective based on how high the sun is at local solar noon. based on how high the sun is, the angular height, because because I measured it. Oh, you don't know how to. That's a measurement. You don't know that that's a measurement? Yeah, of course not. Since it's not surprising that you don't understand that. All right. All right. So there you go. There is. So here it is moving along. That's the sun setting. Hold on. There you go. Yeah, of course. Oh. Yeah. I know that you don't understand. Oh, he's still muted.
Yeah, you don't understand, and that's the
that
fucking
you
problem.
know that you don't understand angular size, that it's a mystery to you. So let's see. Here we go.
No, you do understand. You stand under some bullshit
there
without
is,
any science.
There you go.
Great. Trees cut in half. Fantastic.
Yep.
It's zoomed in. Now we're learning about perspective.
Yeah. So here's the cool one. I love this. This is from Res Rhetoric. The sun's angular size does not change at all during the day. Due to perspective, if the Earth were flat, the sun's angular size
no. The size does change. You literally are watching a zoomed in.
Of course.
You're watching.
Yeah, when you zoom it in. Yeah, whether you zoom or not, but as long as you keep the optical focal length the same, the size does not change.
You literally just seen it change from one to the other. Rewind it.
There you go. It did not change in angular size, but if the Earth were flat, it'd have to change by two.
There's no measurements there
by
at all.
2
There's
or
no,
3.
Just, get the fuck out of here.
So the angular size, if the Earth is flat,
because it's super zoomed in, that's why you have this problem.
Sorry,
that's what you're doing.
Super zooming in doesn't change what it has to change for your fantasy world to be right.
It changes the size of the sun. Zoomed in on the sun, it changes the size of the sun.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
So how big and far do you think the sun is?
What does that matter?
Well, it matters a lot. If you're going to say that the Earth is flat,
matter what I think about the sun.
Your model needs to predict things.
I don't have a model. I'm just explaining to you why you're being bamboozled.
So waving the white flag then. No model means white flag.
No, I'm telling you, I know we have to get through your shit before we can even get to level ground. You can't even put yourself on the level ground.
Oh dear. All right. Well, let's see.
I got to explain why you're being tricked by photography.
Yeah, you don't understand photography though. You don't understand.
Oh, I don't.
No, you don't.
I'm telling you what's happening here. You show me the horizon cutting the sun in half on the ocean. Let me show you something.
Yeah. All right. So we've got
not trees. Yeah, the trees were blocked by sun. That doesn't the trees block the sun. That didn't prove shit.
All right. Hold on.
Let me show you why it's failing on the ocean too.
So Geistview, what do you Geistview sent a 360-degree video.
I just want a picture, dude. I want to show you real pictures. Show you how you're getting tricked by the zoom. This is what you see, dude. Yeah, this is what you see. This is your reality. This is your perspective. Look at it.
I don't know what
Look at it. It's tiny, dude. It's tiny, and it's filled with a bunch of atmospheric interference.
Yeah, you don't understand. That's fine. We know.
It is.
Yeah. So you don't know.
Tell me it's not. Tell me it's not.
Alyssam's wondering, why are you so scared of him?
I'm asking you, why do you think there's no atmospheric interference here?
Well, I think there is some, and it depends on condition. It varies. But here's the cool thing. Here's the cool thing. The size of the sun
let me explain something. I got you real quick. Let me say, this stuff right here turns into this mirror layer after it's zoomed in.
So you say. But where did you prove that?
No.
With your zero margin of error?
This humidity turns into a mirror layer, and then it blocks your zoomed in picture.
Standard of evidence. Where is your standard of evidence?
No, it's not. This is scientific fact. This humidity turns into mirror effect
you're just
on a zoom.
That's just your own hypothesis, your own hunches and guesses. All right. Okay, here we go. Let's see. I got way behind. Yeah, John Watson hasn't laughed this hard. All right. Rags is saying somewhere a village is missing its idiot. Yeah. So, small time art says he's the kind of man you'd use as a blueprint to build an idiot. ID 0. ID 1, an idiot. God's Auditor says he's a QAnon conspiracy theorist, aka a coward. I don't know if that's right, but I don't know. But let's see. General E. Shady. Thanks, Shady. This Toon's tiny titties have 2 trillion more brain cells. Oh. All right. Alyssa. What's wrong with playing Ultimate Frisbee? All right, so Jason, why are you so scared of me? Says Alyssa. You cannot back up your stuff. So here, K-Doc for 3,900 W's. I don't know what a W is. Says, put money on USD $10,000 to prove flatness. Can you prove flatness?
Concepts to prove it, like you guys.
No, sorry. We're using science, so the word theory has a meaning, a specific meaning. We covered that earlier.
It doesn't. How do you figure that it changes?
All right.
How do you figure the definition of a word changes?
K-Doc, he's too scared to take any wager like that.
Brian
Peck. Oh yeah, how far?
Theory and scientific theory. How is it different?
Well, conspiracy theory is not a theory.
So
conspiracy theory
different when it's attached to conspiracy, but it means something different when it's attached to another word.
Absolutely. Yeah, and I know you don't get it.
It doesn't do that. It doesn't do that. You know, that's right there.
I know.
Bar and you're bending the rules.
I understand that you can't understand context
or statements.
So
not fucking proven in any form. Even the shit you sent had cartoons and it had a fucking loophole wording. Siesta.
All right, Alyssa.
Oh my God.
Alyssa says, Jason, answer why you're scared of me. Toon's gonna get rich from my super chats otherwise. Why are you so scared of Alyssa? Why won't you answer his question? How do you calculate distances between points when you're plotting a route for a plane? You said that flat Earth maps are used for flights and that you've done a whole bunch of flights. So how do you calculate the distance?
We're in a fucking environment that has been mapped. If you say flights, right?
Well, the Earth has been mapped, of course. Yes.
Yes, so that's surveys and shit. That's like fucking. I'm not really understanding.
I know that you're not really understanding.
Actually, I don't give a fuck about your bullshit question. I'm not answering.
I understand. Yeah, we all understand that you will claim that
this is what you
flight charts.
Right here.
What here's the deal. You're claiming. I gotta close that. So you're claiming that flight charts are flat maps, but you can't back that up. If they were flat and if you had flown a bunch, then you would be able to back that up, but you can't. You fail when it's time to back it up. So to back it up, it would be simple. Answer the question, how do you calculate distances between points when you're plotting a chart? Because you need to know the distance in order to know how much fuel you have to have before you take off. But you apparently can't do that because you have no clue how it's done. So Uncle Artie, he's getting aggressive with you. He says, how much do you charge your drug mules, meth boy? Oh, dude, Uncle Artie, pretty rough there. Holy Smalls says, I feel like I owe you for the entertainment, but he does make me miss Lemon Bird. Yeah. I don't know, Lemon Bird or Jason who won't stop yapping. I mean, Lemon Bird breathes every once in a while. So Tommy Gronwald is asking, how high are the waves at 100 miles, Jason? How high are the waves at 100 miles?
On a normal ocean, it's not very. They're not very high, but right here. But
Yeah,
actually,
okay.
in storms, you can have 50-foot waves.
Yeah, but it's if it's calm, of course. Oh. Yeah.
Okay, fucking retard. I fucking said it's a make-believe scenario, but now you're changing shit. How is your fucking changing shit different? It's retarded, bro.
Because
you fucking dumb.
because there's so many pictures of calm,
this is fucking hilarious.
calm weather.
Fucking hilarious. I own beachfront property,
Alyssum says, Mexico. Jason, here's a hint. I can calculate the distance between any 2 points on Earth just knowing their coordinates.
From my mom's
so why do you lie about flying?
In the basement because sometimes I get scared and I suck my thumb.
I believe you. So the word science doesn't belong in this a-hole's mouth, says Serial 510. Yes.
You're the kind of dude you suck milk from the cow's titties, dude. That's the kind of dude you are.
You know,
that's
I like.
Why you have titties.
Yep. If that's where you gotta go, so.
Titties. That's why you have titties. That's why you have schizophrenia. That's why you have schizophrenia. That's why you have parasitic worms. That's why you have cholesterol, plaque cholesterol building in your arteries.
Humphrey
That's why you have rotting flesh in your lower intestine.
Oh my gosh. I have a theory. This is from Humphrey Pushcart. I have a theory that when Jason mouths the word science, he transmogrifies into the vulgar poster child Dunning-Kruger had in mind.
How do I interpret the word theory? I don't know if he's saying something scientific or not.
Do you guys remember when FTFE had John Puckett on? It's like the same thing.
Dude, you look so stupid.
K-Doc says, come on, scared. $100 or $10,000 wager to prove flat Earth. Can you do it? Can you do it? Oh, that's a good question. Do you, God's Auditor's wondering, do you drink bleach? Do you do the MMS protocol? No, don't know. All right.
I don't know. Hey, you want to talk about Bedford?
Alyssum says, Jason, the bottom of the bottomless barrel. I'm out. I know, yeah, we can wrap up any time here. I mean, you brought nothing, so it's just comedy at this point. Bella Charge for 5 New Zealand says, I have cartoon pictures on my wall. Come say that to my face. I'll get you a stepladder.
Oh, listen to this. You guys are getting threatened. That's hilarious. Didn't you say someone got arrested for threatening people?
Yeah, but he just says get a stepladder. I think that's because he's tall. It's because he's tall. He's tall.
Ignorance is the lack of information. Stupidity is protecting that. And when you laugh at shit, I'm literally fucking explaining to you what's going on.
All right.
That's stupidity.
Generally Shady says $5 to flash your brain cells, MC2. I know.
Stupid at the same time.
Oh, hold on. I gotta.
And then you eat animal products that make you retarded. Do you understand you got brain damage from animal products?
You know, people.
Do you know how you get brain damage from animal products?
All right, we've got Uncle Artie. Uncle Artie's been giving you a hard time here.
Bro, I literally have no give a fuck.
Rage Boy can't do anything but yell and insult. Conspiracy Cats draws better than him.
Fucking explaining your optical illusions, dude.
Take your Prozac and chill. Can I hire?
Yeah, take pills. Take pills so I can be like on you guys' level. Is that what you said?
He's asking, can I hire one of your drug mules?
Hire your mother for that. Stick it up her ass.
Alyssa, again, Jason, come to Australia. I can show you how to fly a plane. You won't because you're
Australia. I would never come to that shit.
Because you're terrified of reality.
And your fucking snakes and your fucking flies. Ew! Who the fuck wants to go to Australia with all them flies? Go fuck yourself.
So they want to see Fred Durst again here. Hold on. There we go. There's Fred Durst. Oh, someone here has brain damage, but I don't think he's on the left. For sure the right.
No, actually, if you eat animal products, you have brain damage. You want me to explain it?
There you go.
You want me to explain it?
Oh.
you want me to explain it?
Looks like his notions about veganism and vegetarianism are backwards.
I don't have any notions about vegetarianism. It's only veganism versus carnivore.
Meat,
Do you want to know why you're
meat and mental health, a systematic review of meat abstention and depression, anxiety, and related phenomena.
That's exactly what happens to people when they get off of drugs. And that's what you're on when you're on animal
that is a actually
that's sad, isn't it?
I'll send this to you because it doesn't.
Yeah, I'll read it because it's just like people. I deal with people like that. They're like coming off of heroin because you're on adrenochrome and female hormones.
So avoidance of meat and psychological health and well-being. Yep, that is it there. You've got it backwards, actually, according to science, but I know how you don't like science.
Let's hear it. Science, a fucking article from a goddamn magazine somewhere. Let's hear
it. So I'll send it to you in Discord so you can.
One? Is it only one? Is it only one? That's amazing. We have thousands of scientific experimentations and scientific medical studies that say veganism is the ultimate diet.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
For herbivore.
There you go. Sent it to you there. So yeah, so you can look to see the mental health issues of people who abstain from eating meat, which I think has been shown pretty thoroughly here today.
Yeah, pretty thoroughly. So. I'm sure there's one meat sponsored.
K-Doc is saying, I guess you're just too chicken to wager flat Earth.
It's just fucking stupid. I got payroll.
Yep.
Don't wager with me. That's fucking stupid. Just prove your shit.
Hey, if you can disprove gravity, I got $10,000 for you.
That gravity is a theoretical concept. It doesn't need disproving. You haven't proven it.
Oh, but that's wrong.
Oh, but you haven't.
Here's the cool thing, Jason.
So what experiment did it? It's Cavendish. Right, so let's get to it.
Well, it's been done many times, not just the one Cavendish.
Cavendish experiment. Say it with me, fucking goof. Cavendish experiment proved your fucking theoretical gravity, right?
No.
Come on, let's go.
I'll show you the one that hold on. I'll show you the one that I got a lot of tabs open, people. I got a lot of open tabs. Where'd it go? There it is. All right. So here is the one. Measurements of the gravitational constant using two independent methods.
Gravitational constant?
Yes.
I'm looking for the theory of gravity, not gravitational constant.
Yeah.
The gravitational constant comes from the Cavendish experiment, in case you don't fucking know.
Well, actually, they measured in this particular one here.
Actually, it came from the Cavendish horse barn experiment. The exact fucking numbers.
But
wow.
Are you under the impression that that's the only time it's been done?
No, dipshit. I'm under the impression that it's been done in 100,000.
Oh, okay, excellent.
Right.
Yeah, it's been done many times. Yeah.
Dusty ass classrooms and universities everywhere, right?
This particular one I'm referencing here was not in a dusty ass classroom.
University without air conditioning? Is that what you're fucking saying?
No.
I don't get it. I don't understand you.
No. I know that you don't. I believe you that you don't understand.
I'm trying to say that you just said there were conducted Cavendish experiments in a university classroom, and then you said it didn't have air conditioning.
This was not in a university classroom. What are you talking about?
Oh, really? Where was it then?
This was done in their lab.
In the lab?
Yeah.
Holy moly. That's amazing.
Glad you think so.
Yeah. Come on, let's see it, dude.
So, there it is.
I can explain to you. And you can laugh like a fucking goof.
All right, there it is.
Show it here? You're gonna fucking
no, hold on.
Me? Let's go.
People see it now. I gotta share it to you. There it is.
I see words, dude. What were we talking about just now?
There it is. So this is the description of their experiment.
Okay.
So part of the scientific process.
This experiment conducted in a vacuum chamber, like you just said.
Part of the scientific process is to communicate your results, and that's what this is. This is the communication of the results.
Okay, what are we communicating? Did you just say that this is Cavendish in a vacuum chamber?
Yes.
100%. 1,200 pounds of lead weight in a vacuum chamber. That's fantastic. I've been looking for
This wasn't 1,200 pounds.
Oh, it wasn't 1,200 pounds? Do you know how significant that is? No, you don't, because you're a fucking dunce. But I'll explain it to you. Understand why 1,200 pounds is necessary?
Well, you can try to explain why. You go right ahead.
He doesn't fucking know. That's fucking hilarious.
So
we're going to educate you.
So anyway, here's a diagram. Now I'll show you the pictures later. There are pictures for this one. So they have a spinning.
That is a fucking cartoon. You don't understand what the difference between a cartoon is?
I just said that's a diagram. Are you hard of hearing? I said that's a diagram.
See a fucking diagram.
Oh.
I want to see the experiment.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
There's the photographs.
This is the exact same shit you were using for the other thing a minute ago. That you said the gyroscope was in. You fucking ignorant motherfucker.
I did not say the gyroscope was in this.
That you said that was used for the gyroscope, dude. Bro, we can go back through the if you're gonna save this, we can go back through it. That's exact pictures that you used for that, dude. Which one is it? Is it got a gyroscope in it?
This is the Cavendish style experiment. It's got a torsion bar. You can see right here. This is the inside of the actual entire chamber.
It's in a vacuum chamber.
Yeah, that's what you see. This around the top there. There's this thick wall.
It doesn't look like a good seal at all.
And then on the bottom, well, of course, the door's off for the photograph.
No, it still doesn't look like a good seal. It actually looks like it just stays exposed.
So right there, you can see the two.
I can see that it looks like it stays exposed.
Oh my gosh. Are you?
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Are you just? Are you just pure asshole all day, every day? Is that all you can do?
Like it's exposed, man.
Is that all you can do? The door is off.
You're calling me names when it's exposed. You don't see no door.
The door is off.
Bad representation you're doing.
The door
Show me the other pictures. Maybe
is
the door.
off.
Exactly. Show me the other pictures.
Oh my gosh.
Show me. It doesn't look like there's doors on.
Oh look.
These look like they have some kind of door.
There's the door on.
It's definitely not 1,200 pounds worth of lead weight. Dude.
It doesn't need to be 1,200 pounds.
And I'm going to explain that to you.
Oh. Hugh Jarse says Jason's mom said when he can grow up, he could be anything, so he chose to be a reality-denying moron.
Is that all you have? That's so lame. You guys are fucking lame. You want me to explain why you need 1,200 pounds according to Cavendish?
Alyssum says, I've seen a cow eat a snake. Even Herbies like meat.
Yeah, well,
Mr. Nielsen says, please tell me this guy doesn't have a dog and feeds it vegan food.
The longest living animal, the dog was a vegan.
You can see canines in your mouth. They're for meat, says Alyssum.
They're not canine for meat. They're canines for cutting root. These right here are for crushing root. Jaw swivels like this, back and forth like this.
Bowhammer 335. Oh, MC Toon said a swear. All right, let's hear why you think that the only way to measure the gravitational constant is with 1,200 pounds. Go ahead.
Fucking clubber.
Let's hear it.
Cavendish said that you need 350 pounds, and then 250 pounds, 250 pounds. These big ones are attached to one bar. These are attached to the other. Do you agree? Take that stupid, non-proving shit off the fucking screen.
Okay,
do you agree with this?
Continue. I'll just wait. I'm just going to listen.
Well, I need to show the public this.
Oh, they're not seeing anything. They're just seeing seeing Fred Durst.
Yeah, well, they want to see this, dude. Clowns want to see that. People want to see this. Let's go.
Bella Church says this guy vaccinated with a gramophone needle.
Fucking great. These are
all right.
350 pounds. These are 250.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. Go ahead and explain why. Why that's the only way to do it.
Do you concur?
I concur. You drew a diagram. Go ahead, continue.
A diagram of a Cavendish. This is 350. This is 250.
Go ahead, continue.
That's what it says. Do you concur?
Okay, I don't know offhand. Go ahead.
Okay, well that's what this is. That 1,200 pounds worth of lead weight. Fucking uber expensive back then. Okay. What you think happens is when these two spheres get close to each other.
Remember, you're explaining why 1,200 pounds is necessary.
Yeah, shut the fuck up and listen. The worst student ever, dude.
And make sure you use photographs and zero margin of error.
I'm making sure I'm using cartoons that you're accustomed to. Fucking clucker, shut the fuck up, bro. You're so stupid. You're extra fucking dumb, bro.
Oh my gosh. I got some homework to do. Hold on.
Okay, you see that?
I fell behind here.
You see this?
Yeah.
That's what you're saying. That's what you were saying. This is what Einstein is saying. No? Yes or no?
Present your evidence. I'm busy here.
Is this yes or no, dude? Bro, if I'm just gonna sit here and fucking talk to nobody, what's the point?
Keep going.
But I need you to confirm it so I can continue.
That what?
This is what Einstein says happens in the Cavendish experiment.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The fucking figures. Jesus fucking Christ. What a waste of time.
What the hell is that?
Oh, wow. You're a fucking idiot. This is the 350-pound ball. This is the 250-pound ball. This is bending space-time, is it not?
Oh, yeah. Is that what you're trying to show, bending space-time?
Get off the fucking animal products, you
dude, I'm busy.
Fucking retarded. That's what you are, dude.
All right, continue. Why do you need that much?
You're mentally incapable of understanding.
Move on. People are
drugged yourself
on the edge of their seat.
You don't understand where delusions start and your reality stops. It's fucking hilarious.
Anxiously waiting for you to show why that is the only amount of allowed mass.
I know you are. Shut up. Everybody in the fucking comment section wants to hear what I'm saying.
Oh my gosh. Well, see if you can do it before I finish this.
All right. Yeah, it takes me 2 seconds. Like I said, if you understand something completely, you can explain
2 seconds are up. You didn't do it.
Boom, I did. Fuck you. This is what you're seeing. This is what you're supposed to be seeing.
Okay.
Okay. If that was true, you would see this instantaneously. As soon as you put it, it would do that. Because it doesn't take a buildup. It doesn't take a buildup. Does space-time have to build up to bend, or does it bend instantly because of the mass?
Instantly.
Did you say instantly?
Yeah.
There you go.
Speed of light.
Speed of light.
Yeah, gravity travels at the speed of light.
The speed of these two things falling into each other.
Yeah.
Because of this gravity well that you mysteriously.
All right. Why? You still haven't attempted.
Okay, I'm telling you. That's what Cavendish said. He needed 1,200 pounds worth of lead weight in order to cause the bending of space-time. You need 1,200 pounds to bend this space-time. Listen, in order to form a gravity well that is deep enough and strong enough to attract these two. If you have a smaller item, it has a smaller gravity well. It does not form this attractive force.
All right, I beat you.
According to Cavendish. Because if Cavendish could have done it with a smaller apparatus that he could have put on his fucking desk, he would have. This is what you need in order to bend space-time.
Is that right?
That's according to Einsteinian's bullshit.
No, that was
Einstein was only famous for inventing and patenting an air compressor pump for a fucking refrigerator.
You said that Cavendish said this was necessary.
What happened?
Why? Well, you said Cavendish made this claim. So where did he do that?
Cavendish experiment.
He said he needed to have.
Einstein said this is happening.
No, you said that Cavendish required 1,200 pounds. Where?
Yes.
Show us that.
And right here, by not doing it with a smaller experiment.
Where? Where did he say that?
By not doing a smaller experiment. Why wouldn't you do a smaller experiment? That's what he says. This is what's required in order to witness this force.
You want to know?
So minute,
you want to know why?
Force that's so minute and so sensitive, even at this size, it's barely. How long did it take Cavendish? Like he says, like weeks. Didn't he say weeks?
You want to know why he used larger masses?
Because that's the limit of visual confirmation.
No. He wanted a smaller margin of error.
Yeah.
But you don't understand margin of error. So,
you don't understand that in science there shouldn't be no margin of error. There should be a fucking extreme reduction in margin of error.
And you haven't done that. What you do
there is
a margin of error.
And you do this experiment in a fucking horse barn, and you do this experiment in a dusty ass classroom, and static electric hydrodynamic flow theory happens.
Alyssum says the longest living animal is the immortal jellyfish. They are carnivores.
The longest living dog
Most
is a
of the
vegan.
top 10 living animals are carnivorous.
No, they're not. Turtles, elephants, fucking, what are you talking about?
Alyssum again says, oh, okay. With this, I put in
stupid.
almost 100.
Fucking zetards.
I've put in almost $100 in super chats. Thank you very much, Alyssum. And this moron,
no shit. You should give me that fucking money because you are definitely not that popular.
And this moron won't even answer a simple question about Haversine. Turns out the flattie's a cowardly liar. Okay, so the reason why he used that was because he wanted to have a smaller margin of error.
Because that was the limitation of visual confirmation.
So this particular one...
That was the limitation of visual confirmation.
I am not citing Cavendish in particular. I am citing this one.
Yeah, I am. I am, because every Cavendish experiment is what you're using to base your theoretical bullshit from Newton's law
of
universal gravitational waves. This right here is being affected by the atmosphere. That's why you have always put outside in a dusty, drafty area.
It's dusty. But except I showed you that it was done in a vacuum chamber here.
Area. No, one half of it was. One half of it was.
All
other half left out to catch the static electric charge.
All of it. You look closer, right there.
Dude, that doesn't. What the fuck are you talking about?
Wow,
that doesn't show shit, my guy.
That's the door shut. That's the door shut and door open. Look at that. Zoomed in, door open, entire experiment inside. The big balls and the torsion bar all inside.
See it working?
There it is closed.
There's any video of it working?
There it is. Inside.
Not that it's correct, because you actually need 1,700 pounds or 1,200 pounds worth of lead. So that's already it's already failed.
Establish
it's already failed.
That necessity.
It's already failed. Cavendish said that it's failed. It's not me, dude. It's not my fucking
So Harry, no, it is not
this much.
It is not
dude, Cavendish said it, dude.
Well, you can't quote
not
that.
Me.
I
Why
asked
are you talking shit?
I asked you where did he say that, and then you didn't answer the question.
Doing one on a desk, bro. What are you talking about? If you could demonstrate it on a fucking desktop, that would be more optimal and cheaper. I understand your error of margin of error. Witnessing it right here. Why didn't Cavendish make that? Why didn't Cavendish make that?
Because he didn't
Are you telling me he didn't have metal?
He didn't have these things. He didn't have back then. He didn't have the ability to machine things like we do now.
He could have made that. That's so simple. Blacksmiths could make that easily.
He could not have made that. So your inability to understand this at all, your inability to support your claim that Cavendish said it had to be a certain amount. He never said that.
By not doing what you just showed me. Why would you just do what you just showed me?
And none of that refutes this particular experiment.
Yeah, that's nothing. That's just a bunch of pictures. We don't have any evidence that actually worked. Dude. So you understand that, right?
All you have.
You understand that, right?
All you have.
Where's the video?
You have one thing.
Where's the video?
One thing you have.
Where's the video?
Denial.
Where's the video? Where's the fucking headline?
All you have
that you figured this shit out
denialism.
No, all you have is theoretical concept.
So, anyway.
Theoretical concept. Anyway. About what? It's a fucking set of statements or ideas, just like
So
Dungeons
do you
and
think,
Dragons.
so Esteban Ilbaca says, ask him if he believes Cavendish traveled back in time in order to write about Einstein, space time, and gravity wells.
Oh, wow. Why?
Or
what does that mean?
forwarding
What does that
time
mean?
or something.
What
Yeah.
does that mean? Einstein corrected
And
Cavendish's shit, dude.
Bowhammer,
Look like fucking idiots,
Bowhammer
dude.
335 for $2 says my food craps on your food.
You got parasites in your fucking.
Well,
smell like
Jason,
feminine hormones.
thank you very much
You
for
smell like
for
female
once
hormones.
again not
I clowned the
producing
fuck out of you the entire time.
not producing anything, for having
I
zero
produced
evidence,
exactly your standards.
for having
you fucking lame.
only claims,
Beta male.
for
Beta
demanding
Beta
a
male.
photograph, and when a photograph was presented, for rejecting it anyway. And Alyssum says, fear the nuh-uh. Here, have pain compensation. Yes, thank you very much, Alyssum. I got a little more of that there.
Believing pictures. Fucking clown. You think that's science?
You've done absolutely nothing.
No, I actually explained
to
a bunch
support
of
your
optical
claim.
illusions that are
Nothing at all.
keeping you people in a box. This is a proper Cavendish experiment.
Let's see. What are comets?
I don't know.
I believe you.
You said you don't know a bunch of times, and I believe you. But why doesn't comets go this way? Why don't
Comets, huh?
Go this way? Why do they always go this way?
Awat says Jason equals soy poisoned.
Soy poison. I'd be more worried about estrogen. Female mammalian estrogen.
Rob Montgomery says
giving you
going
your
down in
titties, dude.
flames, spouting insults like a true
That's
flare.
what's giving your titties the female mammalian estrogen. You know that every animal product that you eat is female?
So how about
you know that
planes?
Every animal product that you eat is female.
How about planes using
Females,
hydrodynamics to fly? Is that how planes fly?
Yeah, you have to understand that there is liquid in the air.
Hydrodynamics?
It's not a gas. We don't have just gas. We have actual liquids in the air.
Wow, this is new science. All new stuff.
All new stuff. Apparently it is, man.
Golden Brisket. The soy boy calls people a beta, but when he gets angry, his voice shifts to a register only my dog can hear.
You probably fuck your dog, you lame loser. You people don't get girlfriends like that. You got a wife,
Bunny.
I don't know how to fuck.
Bunny Killer. Bunny Killer. Where'd that go? I'm almost lost here. Wow, hydro liquids. Yeah, darn it. Where'd it go? Bunny Killer. He had a Bunny Killer. Cavendish knew of Einstein's theory of space-time when he did the experiment. Yeah. So Bunny Killer says, "Yo, Jason, Cavendish did his experiment in 1797, about 150 years earlier than Einstein made his theory." So, kind of missing that. So, well, the power of nuh-uh compels you, says the Elmigs.
You don't understand that Einstein changed it?
Einstein completed it, actually. He extended
it. He changed it 100%, bro. What the fuck are you talking about?
Hey, you don't need to understand it. We get it.
You need to understand it, because if you're going to argue for it, you need to have a basic comprehension of this.
See, what makes things go down at 9.8 meters per second squared?
What makes things? It's the same as fucking density.
Really? Of course.
Density and buoyancy is what makes things go down.
Oh, of course. Yes, that.
Of course. You want to get into that real quick?
So here, all right. So here's absolutely. Here's the challenge then to you.
Excellent.
Science makes predictions. So how do you use buoyancy and density to predict the downward acceleration? I will use.
How dense
Go ahead.
The item
go
that
ahead.
You're dropping is.
Get your piece of paper.
I'm
do your
telling
math.
you fucking goon. If
do the
you
math.
Understand it completely, then you can explain it simply.
Do the math. Show me the math.
The weight of the item being dropped, the mass. The density and the buoyancy of the thing being dropped. You calculate the density of the atmosphere is being dropped in.
Okay. Go ahead. Do it.
Numbers.
I'll use this.
Oh, you're going to try to attach your
use yours.
theoretical concept of gravity to buoyancy
well,
now.
right,
I know this trick.
I just need. We're going to test it.
Yeah,
we're going to test our two hypotheses.
Something that's been proven already.
Okay.
That's your thing.
We're gonna test our hypotheses. So
let's do it. It's called a thought experiment.
Go ahead.
This is all Cavendish has.
Go ahead.
I mean,
so
Einstein.
a 100 kilogram mass
and
in the air.
Yeah.
Go ahead. How do you?
Let's even do it better. There is a 10 by 10 box. How about a 10 by 10 cube? Okay, we start there, and then there's a soccer ball in that cube. Okay.
Okay.
Can we go there?
Whatever. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay. I've done this with a bunch of people. You take the soccer ball. Well, normally when you pick a soccer ball up, it has kinetic energy, and the force applied is the negative against the buoyancy of the atmosphere. That's why when you drop it, it falls to the ground. That's why. But let's just say we're in this cube.
But no,
we have this magical force that's holding the ball in the dead center of the cube.
I'm waiting for you to. We're going to test, and we're going to come up with 9.8 meters per second squared, or not.
Or not, exactly.
So,
Can you shut the fuck up and go along with the conversation without being a cunt face? Like, seriously, man.
Get to it.
Can't you just have a conversation? You're a fucking clucker, dude. You're an asshole and you're a bit of a clucker.
Get to it. Come on.
You talk a lot of shit behind your computer screen.
I'm waiting. I'm as soon as you got your equation, I'll put mine up.
I got some more cartoons for you, buddy. All right. Okay. We're in a box, and there's the soccer ball. Okay. This is what's called a fucking controlled environment, aka a vacuum chamber, in a scientific terms. Okay. We can control the atmosphere in here. We can also control anything going on with this soccer ball. Do you understand?
Yep. Move on.
Okay. When we drop that ball in the atmosphere that me and you are breathing right now, which way is it going to go? At what speed?
It's going to accelerate downward at 9.8 meters per second squared.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, what if we change this atmosphere slightly? We put helium inside here.
It's going to go down at about 9.8 meters per second squared.
We put helium in here?
Yes.
Probably go faster than that, actually.
About 9.8 meters per second squared.
Go faster than that.
Yeah,
it would go faster than that.
Keep going.
It would go faster than that. You need to be corrected. If this is pumped, filled with helium, and this is just regular outside air that me and you breathe, this ball would shoot down onto the ground faster than 9 point whatever.
How much faster?
Is happening. Yeah, not much faster. But let's fill this up with, I don't know, salt water from the sea.
Okay.
And fish shit. Remember that?
Yep. Keep
Which
going.
way is it going to go now?
All right. When are you going to get to the equation so we can calculate the actual?
Which way is the fucking ball going to go if this is filled with water?
Yeah, it depends on the density of the ball, of course.
Same thing. Nothing has changed here, Goob.
Yeah. Okay. Let's hear it. How are you going to calculate the downward acceleration?
This is water now.
Why are you avoiding? Why are you avoiding this? I wrote down my equation already. I'm ready to test.
I'm trying to explain it to you.
I'm ready.
That equation is garbage when you change the density and buoyancy.
Then show your equation. That's the right one.
I'm showing you. It doesn't take equations, dude.
Of course it does.
That equation is based on a theoretical concept. Throw that in the fucking garbage.
I will.
Fucking garbage,
if it's wrong, I will.
It hasn't been proven in 2,000 years.
If it's wrong, I will. Where is yours? Let's test yours. We're gonna test yours.
Okay, it's pool water.
Come on.
You like pool water, Florida boy? It goes up, doesn't it? It does. It goes up, right?
Yeah. Come on.
It goes up now.
9.8 meters per second squared. How are you going to get there?
Now we change the inside of this to water. Where does it go? It stays right there when you let it go. You understand?
Okay. How are you going to calculate the downward acceleration? How's that work?
You're not. It's going out the fucking window now, man. Well, you change the atmosphere. Your calculation is garbage because it's based on a theoretical concept.
Are you unaware? Are you unaware that multiple forces can act on something at the same time?
Yes, I am. But are you aware that a theoretical concept has no force in the real world?
Yeah. So, all right. Well, you failed yet again.
Failed yet again to understand where the lines of reality and theoretical have crossed.
Let's see. All right.
The ball goes
I'm gonna
change the environment.
Brian Peck for $2. Wrong again. Wrong again. Most eaten beef is steer or bull. Nope, that is true. Jordan Smith is a new member. Thank you very much, Jordan Smith.
You know what a steer is? A steer is a cow that has his testicles removed. And it turns into a little fucking femboy.
So, all right.
You're eating femboy cows too.
So we've got Alyssum for $2 again. Says we need a nuh-uh sticker. Also got bingo 15 times. I know. There's so many. Oh my gosh. Exactly. Science makes predictions. You have not. You refuse to even try. Bowhammer 335 says, I'm going to make some venison backstraps. Dude, Bowhammer, you and me, we gotta, I know you're just a couple states over. We should talk. Brian Peck says poultry is 50-50 male-female for meat production. And Jordan Smith for $5 says another great job, sir. Thank you very much, Jordan. Well, Angry Jason, it's been funny. It's been a complete fail for you. You failed. You failed completely. When you said you were going to show us how to calculate the downward acceleration, you failed. That is the white flag of. So, all right. Do you have any actual anything before we go?
Cartoons? You want cartoons because that's what you accept.
I'll give you a minute to ramble on. Go ahead.
Oh, I thought you were doing your closing thing.
I am. Yeah, I'm giving you a chance. Go ahead, ramble away.
All right. What do you want to talk? The most thing I get asked about. This is fucking stupid. But the most thing I get asked about is why the sun seems like it's being cut in half by the horizon. And I'm going to explain it one time clearly. Thank you. I appreciate it. Because this is very, very confusing to you people. Because you keep, every time you put a fucking Miramax video on, they show you this. This is zoomed in. This is the mirror effect. This is water splashing that causes the humidity and particles of water. This is what you're looking at. This is what you see. This is what a camera zoomed in sees. When you're standing on the beach, you see all of this splashing particles, and that's what blocks your vision of the sun. It doesn't cut down like this. It does this. When you zoom in on it, this is now cutting this in half. That's all I have to say. That's why. How many people have asked me that stupid shit? And it's why don't you have science though?
Well, that wasn't all right. So Fohammer says only 3 states over, Michigan, 8 to 12 hour drive. Too easy.
Maybe you can pretend like you measured the curvature. Hey, tell me that you've seen curvature from the airplane again.
That was Alyssum, not Fohammer. Fohammer is
tell me
in Michigan. Alyssum's in Australia. So yeah, he did.
That's cool.
All right.
Tell me you've seen a curvature from airplane.
Ooh, Alyssum says butchered a bull yesterday. You want a fresh steak? I do. That'd be great. I got some in the garage here.
That's got plaque cholesterol.
So,
and
all right.
It's going to rot in your lower intestine.
So
do you know
how do you calculate buoyancy, Jason?
I don't calculate buoyancy.
I believe you. Yes.
Yeah, I don't. Why would I do that?
Because that would be science, and you don't do science. So
no, I don't calculate buoyancy. That doesn't have any effect in my life.
Crashes says your drawing doesn't explain multiple sunsets filmed with drones. Of course not.
With what? I'm sorry. Say again. Say again.
Golden Brisket says.
I'm asking you to say it again so we can explain.
I didn't. Oh, it doesn't explain drones filmed with, or multiple sunsets filmed with drones.
So what are we looking at then? Zoomed in drones.
Yeah.
What are we looking at?
I know it's beyond you.
The drones are going way up in the air. What does that mean?
Fohammer. Ooh, that's a good one. He says Fohammer measured curvature with his 308 using Coriolis and Utvush. Good try.
I bet he did. So did he see it when he was in that airplane at 40,000 feet?
Again, that's Alyssum, not Fohammer. You're getting these two confused.
Yeah, man, you guys
now,
say the same thing.
Alyssum is saying, Tune, tell me if you ever come to Australia, barbecue time. Dude,
Hey,
there we go.
Do you know what Lake Pontchartrain is?
I do, yeah.
You do. I know you do. Do you know why the towers have that optical illusion?
Well, I believe that you have some faith-based systems around that, but we're gonna get moving on here. We're gonna get moving on here.
I want to tell you about the light Pontchartrain, why you're being tricked by that. It's very simple, actually.
Oh, well, it's just going to be your own hunch, is all it's going to be.
Super simple. No, it's actually a fact, and it's super simple. The towers are offset a few degrees each side to the left. And it actually, when the towers are getting smaller and they go to the left, it actually makes it look like it's a curve.
Oh,
but there's actually been video of shore to shore of Lake Pontchartrain.
Yes,
I lived there.
Of course. That's your faith-based belief system.
If you look it up, you can actually look it up.
All right.
And the part that you actually think is going over, you can actually see the land and the beach from the other side.
Of course, yeah.
So
yep.
I don't know. You think that you can see curvature from the beach, which means that you're fucking like you don't understand how that works when you can't.
You're done. Wow. He got angry and brought nothing. So, but I mean, they never do. No flatties ever do. They got nothing ever. He thinks that his hunch is proven. He thinks that things that have actually been explored scientifically, he can just wave away because whatever. So anyway, thank you everybody for coming along. This was a quite a wild ride. Thanks Jason for the comedy, I guess. We can put you back on. People can see you, but they can't hear you. Oh, he did break a lot of rules, but whatever. What are you gonna do? Almost no flatties can control their language, so just a few, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, thank you everybody. Thank you to the super chats and channel members and patrons. I appreciate it a lot. It's been fun. Be sure to like and subscribe. Click the bell because I got some more debates coming up. I got Friday, I'm on a channel called Echo Chamber. That is I think it's mostly on Facebook, but they do have a presence on YouTube as well. So I think it's mostly going to be on Facebook. I'll be putting that on Twitter, Facebook, and on my community tab. Look for that. I am going to. They said I can mirror it later. Maybe I can do it at the same time. I don't know. We'll see. Just look out for that. That's with a guy named Flat Earth Boxer. I don't have a link to any of this yet. So, Flat Earth Boxer. They all are. To say that Flat Earth Boxer is crazy is silly because they all are crazy. So, yeah, Family Man, Jason Family Man with a temper and a mouth like that. Not even close to Family Man. He says he has kids, I believe. So yes. Lack of understanding is huge. I mean, Jason didn't understand anything. He couldn't have a consistent standard of evidence. He's happy to have drawings just for his stuff, but he requires a photograph for other things. And then when I give him a photograph, it's still not good enough. So whatever. So is there an after show? No, not tonight, but there might be on Friday. It's a much better chance. Was he even for real? Yeah, he's for real. If you want a dose of Jason, he is on Planar Walk's Discord server. If you're interested he could be on mine. The link is in the description. He could find his way onto my Discord server, but I think it's good for him to be on Planar Walks. Pretty sure that he's going to be debating Planar Walk as well. So the link to my Discord's in the description, and on my Discord you can find you could ask and people will give you a link to Planar Walk's Discord server. Oh, the thumbnail, the picture he sent in is anti-LGBT. Oh, I did not know what that was. Show him photos and he wants moving pictures. Question is, Harry Potter or Rush? Rush. Definitely Rush. Come on. Neil Peart. So anyway. Yeah. All right. That's it. Be looking out for that on Friday. I do hope I had a video earlier today on Mark Steele's interview, with undercover interview with Raynard. It was pretty great. The next one is better. It really shows his lack of understanding of physics. So I'm hoping to get that here in the next couple days. I don't know. Definitely in a week. Maybe not definitely. I shouldn't say definitely. I might not make it. So anyway. Thanks, everybody. We will see you later. Let me get this going here. So, all right, that's it.